Rely on him. Rely on him. Dear audience. The clock at midnight is about to strike. 3, 2. Happy New Year. For the first time in my life, I've come to experience what it means to be completely helpless. Being pressed down like this, I can't even play along with her. What about now? It's no longer clear anymore. How can it be clear when I have been ravaged by you, a man and woman alone with alcohol in their systems? Our emotions are running high. Though I didn't think that I would be the one who's getting taken advantage of. Can you please let me go first? Of course, if you want to continue doing what we're doing, I can teach you too. Even though I have no idea what's up with her again. You can have them if you like them. Shoes. What's the meaning of this? What else can I do for him? That's right, I can teach you how to punch. It's already late into the night, and we had a busy day today. Can we first have a good night's rest? It's New Year's Day, learning how to punch can wait. Teach me another time maybe. Okay. Good night. That was decisive of her. What the hell is this complicated mess? I was initially planning to stay awake all night. Clack. What is the warrioress up to again? Didn't she just say good night? Warrioress, oh dear warrioress, you've had too much to drink. Please don't come closer to me. If anything really happens, you'll most definitely beat me to death tomorrow morning. You have not touched my hands today. Huh. Just that. Done touching. That alcohol is bad news. What if the warrioress leaves in shame tomorrow once she wakes up? Lock I can't let her leave just like that. Seems to be in a good mood wearing her new clothes, even her apron is new. Everything seems normal. This seems even weirder to me. Do you still remember what happened last night? Do you still remember what happened last night? We no longer have a clear conscience. Are you, went to bed flustered and didn't shower yesterday? You might have misunderstood something. Let's talk about it in a bit. I'll shower and change my clothes first, wait for me. It's all over, 5 kids. Minutes later, let me ask a few questions. Last night, why did you suddenly drink alcohol, hold me down, and kiss me? I want to rely on you. Rely on me? Why did you give me shoes then? Don't you like my shoes? Wait, who said that I like shoes? I checked, although having a thing for shoes is a little special, it's by no means an indicator of any illnesses, so you don't have to feel. I'm okay with not wearing shoes. Wait. I really don't have a thing for shoes, you're having a huge misconception about me. Could it be? Did you see me keeping your old pair of grass shoes? I won't look down on you. Don't look at me with those eyes. It's because you were wearing those shoes when you came over here, so I thought that it might be considered an antique, and I kept it because I thought I could sell it for money. Freshly worn. What have you been looking at on the internet? If you like it, you can have it, but don't sell it to someone else though. I don't like that, pervert. Welp, it looks like I'll be labeled as a pervert forever. Anyway, don't worry, I really don't have a thing for shoes, and I won't sell it for money. Really? Let's move on to the next topic, alright? You said that you want to rely on me. Is your idea of doing that by pushing me against the sofa and biting me? We wouldn't have a clear conscience after a kiss. Therefore, I am your girlfriend now. If that's the case, can the girlfriend come here for a hug? Phew. I've waited for this day for so long. Actually, your idea of clear conscience and my idea of clear conscience has always been different. What you want and what I want are also different. I want to be in a romantic relationship with you, but do you know what a romantic relationship is? Is it boyfriend and girlfriend? After that? After that, marriage. Marriage is the end result, but not the goal of it. Liking you and wanting your body are two different things. I just like the life we're having now, and I want it to be like this forever. I know that. I know all about it. But what I want is a modernized Jiang He as a wife, and not a muddled Jiang He who bears children in order to live a stable life. I hope that you'll learn to smile. Second attempt, stop that, this smile of yours is making me flustered. I didn't mean you can't smile, I meant that you are not used to smiling. For example, when you see snow, when you're eating hot pot and barbecue. When you're enjoying cake, you'd perk up, and you'd be grinning from ear to ear. I can feel your happiness. In fact, you're doing much better than when you first arrived. Although you're capable of smiling right now, you're just raising the corners of your mouth according to the current mood. Her current mental state still requires some growth. I believe that you're aware of what people are smiling at and the reason behind their smiles. It's like a starving man setting his sights on mountains of food, like a hard-working farmer looking at his harvest for the year, but you're still unable to smile from the bottom of your heart. In other words, you are needing to consciously force yourself to smile. One would then subconsciously flash a smile. Is that why Uncle Cheen didn't talk to me much as the night went on yesterday? That's right, after all, you're from over 1,000 years ago, there are many things which would require time for you to grasp. You can take your time to learn all these things. There's no need for you to force yourself to do anything just for a stable life. I can wait for you. This silly version of Jiang He is what I like best. I am not forcing myself. Then kiss me again. Chew. It's a red envelope with a pair of lovebirds on it. Looks great, doesn't it? Uncle, you're going out of your way for this. Thank you, Uncle. It's so thick. Uncle and Auntie gave me a very thick red envelope too. If this continues on, once the festivities are over, I'll have loads of money. Yo Howsy, done with your shift? Yup. Look, lovebird designs. You don't have it though. When are you planning to bring your girlfriend home to meet your parents? Damn you. If this fella knew that my girlfriend was in name only, he might snitch on me to my dad. I definitely can't let him find out. I'm done bickering with you, I'm heading home to rest. Thanks for the hard work, Officer Cheen. Happy New Year. Can he help resolve that problem with my identity? He's a policeman in a low position and doesn't have much authority. It can't be done. Regardless of what his position is though, it's safer to have more people know about you. It'll always help with our cause. That's great. What's great? In the past half year, the two of us have always been working towards a common goal, and it feels fulfilling. Good night. That's all I know for now. Chew. It's already pretty good. Dang Tuzzy. So fragrant. The dumplings from home are really the tastiest. Little tyrant, you'll have to do your best. I haven't neutered you even though you're all grown up now. I'm waiting for you to meet a female dog someday, woof. I'm pinning all my hopes on you to produce an heir for the Qin bloodline. Dad, tyrant is female. Don't think that I don't know what you're hinting at. I wasn't talking to you. Stick to eating your food. Once you're done, go over and wish your Uncle Sue a Happy New Year. Uncle, Auntie, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. We were just talking about how tough it must be for you as a policeman, having to be on duty during the new year. This is meant for when you bring your girlfriend over, but looking at how you have no time for that, I'll make an exception for you. Take this. I can't. I can't be taking red envelopes when I'm already so old. Aren't you seeing someone? If you were single, I wouldn't have given you a red envelope. Bring her over next time. Sure thing, I'll definitely bring her next time. I was nagged at every day to find a girlfriend before, and once I found one, I'm being nagged at to bring her over day in and day out now. At this rate, once they see her, they'll nag at me to get married. Life is difficult. Life is hard. Do you know what Qingzi has been up to recently for work? He's been uploading videos. Uncle, let me borrow your phone for a second. This is Qingzi's account. 45,382 fans, 163 followers, 1.105 million likes plus follow. What kind of lousy name is this? Deadbeat Su Qin Lube, what a mysterious person, there's nothing written here. He can't just call himself Su Qing, can he? This name kinda suits him. Scroll, this is his homepage, and his videos are all below. Tap on whichever video you want to see, Uncle. Come, let's have a seat first. That rascal only says that he is able to earn money, and we have no idea what he's up to. I'll take this opportunity to see it myself. Is this the nonsense that he's been up to all day? It's all over. Auntie Cheng, Happy New Year. We were just about to visit you. Oh, Happy New Year. Auntie, Happy New Year. You're full of energy, dear. Happy New Year to you too. Achoo. When is Xiao Yan coming over? Jiang, he likes that kid. She'll come over once the festivities are over, and she'll be staying here for half a month until school starts. You two can have a kid too if she likes kids. You're right. Auntie, wait for our wedding invitation. Dang Tuzi. This counts too. That reminds me. How did the two of you meet? Was it online dating? It wasn't through the internet, we met each other in Jiangcheng. Auntie, I chased her for 3 whole years before tricking her into being mine. Did you know how hard it was in those 3 years? 3 whole years. It would have been worth it even if it took 5 years, much less 3. That's true, Uncle Wang. There's no need to do so much for us, take a rest. We're just visiting for a short while. Is accompanying this old lady too boring for you? Don't stand on ceremony, eat up. No, Auntie, thanks. You actually know what online dating is? Yup. Online dating, using the internet as the main medium for romantic activity, has become an accepted form of dating. People can connect with others via chat tools, and if it's a match, they move to the next step. I turned on the computer, and it was right there on that web page, no need for me to search for it. Sigh, I have no idea if teaching her how to surf the web is a blessing or a curse. I still thought that she was innocent, she has been led astray. Actually, I prefer socks over shoes. Especially the long, thin, and black kind. With no additional designs. Judging by your reaction, you know what kind of socks I am referring to. It's the kind that I see you looking at on the streets. I swear to God that I will never ever set my eyes on another girl. I don't actually look at other girls much to begin with, but I do take a glance at girls with long legs. It's just human nature. What's wrong with that? I like to look at them too. Sometimes it's a little brazen, but they still look quite pretty. You think that they're pretty? Do you want to wear them as well? The warrior is wearing black stockings. I'll be looking forward to that. No, pretty as in I want to caress them. Could it be that, just a thought, she wants to touch some stockings? Who wouldn't want to touch them? It's so smooth and silky. That's just normal. In that case, should I buy 2 sets of stockings then? You can wear them to your heart's content. I don't want to wear them though. Okay, it's fine if you don't want to wear them. I'll just get them first. She may not want to wear them now, but she might want to wear them in the future. Payment complete. Your package is being prepared. Planning ahead is my forte. I'll take a shower first. We can open our red envelopes later and see how much money we received today. Do you want to shower together? We can save water that way. We're in a relationship after all. I don't want to. Shameless. It's time to start opening red envelopes. You won. This is all meant for you, I can't take it. These are all meant for my girlfriend, who would take it if not you? We are already boyfriend and girlfriend. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours. Didn't second miss give you some emergency silver to store in your clothes? You can treat this money as an emergency fund, keep it under the bed and take it out in times of need. I still owe you a lot of money, I'll still have to pay you back. Alright, but let's keep the two matters separate. Close your eyes. What are you doing? If I said that it was an instinctive action, would you believe me? Putting that aside, let's start from the beginning. No more. You're trying to make me bear your child. I don't believe you. That's not it, I just want to hug you. How would that lead to childbirth? Come here for a kiss. I don't want to. I'm going to bed. Good night. So did this girl learn how to kiss? Whatever, since I don't feel like sleeping yet, let me see the reactions garnered by my previous upload. He's here, close your eyes, the original author is really. What's the use of dabbling in such useless things? Don't you know shame? Everything about it is indecent, delete it now. I'll just block him, there's no point in letting him get to me. What are you doing? Why are you still fiddling with your phone? I'll head to bed in a bit. I'll see if there are any replies to my comment on that brat's nonsense video. Empty due to the user's privacy settings, you are unable to view their profile. Middle-aged man who only knows how to go to a video from the uploader's channel. What kind of lousy app is this? Why can't I see a thing? Day 6 of the new year, Chingzi, Daddy Wangzi is here to see you. Shh, keep your voice down, don't bother the neighbors. Make yourselves at home, the food is still being prepared. I'm still inserting the BGM into the video, so the computer can't be used right now. You'll just have to make do with my laptop if you want to use it. Hey, where are you inserting? Ahem, I'm just saying that you seem to be living well these days, no wonder you haven't been meeting with us. Go sit your ass down, I'm gonna go help out in the kitchen. Seeing my bro entering into the next stage of his life right in front of my eyes is giving me pressure and anxiety. Isn't that right, little kitty? Meow. Look, this was pretty sudden. How did someone who was a deadbeat have a sudden change of heart? Hey, I'm asking you a question. You know, is it possible that Qingzi got switched with a clone? I suspect that cloning technology may be way more advanced now, and this is a test product given to Uncle Sue. Now that you mention it, it's certainly possible. He was missing for a couple of months before, and only came to a handful of outings. It's possible that he was switched then, with his real self destroyed and the fake left behind. Clones would usually have some special markings on their body to differentiate them from the real person. Let's pay close attention to Qingzi's neck or wrist for any markings. What are the two of you whispering about over there? It's time to eat. Move over and let my cat go. It's the new year, so Jiang he made a few of her specialties. Let's drink less today and eat more of the food. I'm feeling a little hot from helping out in the kitchen. Shit. I forgot about the bruise from when the warrioress pinned me down. It's hard to explain this injury. Don't move. Hands up in the air. Police mode on. What's this all about? What else can it be? We just got a little too intense when playing around. Intense? F***CK. I didn't think that you were that kind of person. What? The injuries are from, Did you say masochism? Don't spew nonsense. You're totally wild. It's really not what you think. Back to their seats. Sister-in-law, allow me to toast a glass to you. She looks so proper on the outside, while in reality, she is such a bold person. No, she doesn't drink. Not a single drop. Not a single drop. I don't dare to let this girl drink again. Howsy, how does it feel to live your dream of being a cop? It's great, it's fulfilling every day. I envy you. My days are so empty. Qingzi is living the high life though. He has a cat, a companion, you can listen and eat at the same time, it doesn't matter if you understand or not. He has things to do. And yet has time to spare. Everyone has their own set of problems. Even now, the issue around Jiang He's identity is still a huge problem. However, you have a grain of rice stuck to the side of your mouth. It's all worth the trouble. Hey. Stop right there. Don't just flirt in front of us, you should speak too, sister-in-law. I am eating. It's all because you look too indecent. I don't think you're indecent. Have you guys known each other for a very long time now? It's been a long time. Qingzi and I knew each other since year 4 of university, the two of them go back even longer. They met each other in diapers. What a tragic fate. University, back when he had red hair. Ha, I've seen that photograph. That was even earlier than that, he thought that he was really stylish, though it's now a painful memory. Wait for me while I find the photos. I have a substantial amount of Qingzi's dark past on my phone. Look. This was on our graduation trip. Qingzi was beaten up by a monkey on Ermiai Mountain. Ha, it's so sad. The next day, he brought along a stick while looking for revenge, and got an even more severe beatdown. It was then when I realized that Qingzi had some weird hobbies. I have some with me too. A large catalog of this idiot's dark past. It's no problem for my own girlfriend to see my dark past, no problem at all. Oh right, I want to form a team to compete in esports tournaments. That friend of yours that made my computer was pretty reliable, give me his contact information. I'd like to get a few more. Are you talking about Li Gaobua? He runs a shop on the 4th floor of Jiangqing Electric Mall, you can just find him there. Okay, I've noted it down. Time to leave, let's meet up again when we're free. Don't you guys want to stay a little longer? We're not gonna stay any longer. We're afraid of getting in the way of your fights. In the eyes of Wang Zijin and Company, I am a masochist who likes getting abused. In the eyes of Jiang He, I am a pervert who likes unwashed shoes. Total reputational collapse. We're already halfway through the New Year festivities, it's time to seriously think about job-related matters. Do you want some water? I don't want water, I want to hug you. I like you. I like the smell of your body. My body has a smell. Of course, all men are lecherous by nature, and are able to detect the smell of beautiful women. I'm different though, I'm only lecherous for you. Give me a kiss. Can you not always be so concerned with that? This is probably better, I can stop him from pushing his luck and trying to make me pregnant, while experiencing what it feels like to be in love. Let me go. For the sake of my future sex life, I must not let Jiang He form such a habit. Knock knock knock. I'll go open the door. Big sister Jiang He. You're smiling. What are you so happy about? Ah. Where's Winter Melon? I'm smiling. Stop sleeping all day, come learn with me. I seem to have changed. You certainly did, you learned how to like a person. She always uses her strength to restrain me though, that is the wrong kind of development. I want to be a superstar in the future. Winter Melon, you'll be able to see me on TV in the future. You're so amazing. You'll have to take your studies seriously then, others will laugh at you if you're unable to read. Su Qing. Jiang He. Ah, our names both have 14 strokes. It's fate. How many strokes does my name have? Your name has many more strokes than ours combined, if you were forced to write your name 100 times as a punishment by your teacher. My name is so difficult to write, I wouldn't want to write my name over and over as punishment. How do I become a superstar? You'll have to sing, dance, and perform, and others must like you. Xiaoyan, can you sing? I can't. Can you dance? I can sway my butt. Your big sister Jiang He knows how to do that too. I don't know how. What are you doing? I'm washing shoes. Why are you washing my shoes? These are mine. You gave them to me, so they're mine now. I'll give them to you after I've washed them. The stockings I've ordered for you are arriving soon, I'll help you buy some high heels too. Do you prefer the white or the black one? I don't like any of them. I'll just buy whatever then, one pair of black and one pair of white. The second month of spring. Ha. Hey. Wah. Keep your voice down, you're scaring the fish away. I'm almost done practicing. Hey. Ha. I have no idea how the warrioress knew to come here to fish. This meant that I had to practice my martial arts outside too. She even said that it would save money, so why not? Wah! I feel that one fist of mine is capable of punching a bull to death, but it still isn't enough to tame the wild Jianghe. I caught another one. We can make fish soup for lunch. The purpose of learning martial arts is to strengthen your body and to help others. And not to use it to oppress others. No matter what, we cannot lose sight of our values. You get what I'm saying? I do. I wasn't using it to oppress others, I used it to protect myself. If this was in the past, I would have broken him into two if those trotters of his were to touch me. Killing intent. It's midday, and I'm feeling a little thirsty. Fish soup, fish soup. Want a Coke? You are currently in a monitored area. Live for now. This is called a vending machine, and a human is actually hiding inside it. He will dispense your drink by pushing it and letting it drop at the bottom over there. Did you also want to say that the ATM actually has someone hiding inside, and that the person would count and dispense the money? You know that too. Humph. If Su Qing is still able to fool me at this stage, I might as well do nothing, stay home, and bear his children. Beep asterisk. If we were to get one of these, wouldn't the money we put in it flow into our own pockets, and we don't actually have to spend a single cent? That's not the case, you would have to buy the drinks inside yourself before stuffing the rest of the money into your own pockets. I see, I don't want one anymore then. Why did it get stuck? For now. Shake asterisk shake shake. I can't shake it out. It's okay, I'll buy a can too, and it should knock this other can down. What if it gets stuck too? We shouldn't be that unlucky. Payment amount 3 yen. Hey. Beep. What happened just now was a rare occurrence, thump a second occurrence. I don't forking believe it. Thump asterisk it happened thrice. We invested 7.50 into this. Watch me destroy this stupid machine. Let's run. Don't worry, I checked and I didn't see any CCTV around. You learn to check if there are CCTV before doing something bad. I knew that long ago. Stop treating me as a fool. I wonder what the next 1,000 years will be like. Maybe we'll become interstellar colonizers. If you were to arrive a few thousand years later, the Earth might not have many people left. Technology would just be a bunch of robots walking around, and you would have an epic battle with the robots and eventually succumb to exhaustion. Once you're fully settled in and have gotten your identity card, we can get on a plane, or maybe a boat, we can see the real ocean, and the mega-sized fishes in it. Mega-sized fishes? Wouldn't that mean we can eat it for a long time? During the past winter, you grew fatter by 5 kilograms, and yet you're still thinking of eating. I'm not fat. It smells great, I'm already drooling. Should we give the remaining 2 fishes to Uncle and Auntie? Giving such a small fish is equivalent to not giving any at all, let's leave it for winter melon instead. Meow. I've exchanged all of the materials that I've saved for months into gold coins, how do I sell them? Such a huge amount. Give me a moment, I'll find a channel for you. This is really inspiring. A person from the Tang dynasty earning her first big sum of money in the modern era after grinding for months with a computer. Jiang He, I've heard from others that the current price for gold is much more expensive than before. I calculated it, if I were to sell everything, I can pay you back in full. What, marrying myself off as repayment? Kindness must be repaid. I didn't let second Mrs. Words go to waste. Not only will you be able to pay me back in full, there is still a substantial amount left over. You'll be able to buy new clothes and new shoes for yourself. Oh, not the shoes, I'll buy those for you. Alright, I've managed to find a buyer for you. Come here and I'll teach you how to carry out the trade. Okay. Can I have a kiss? Ah. Does the warrioress want this for praise or to celebrate? Or maybe she is finally gaining her freedom and so. Whatever, a kiss is still a kiss. She's not actually pinning me down this time. What are you doing? I'm just copying what you do. This silly girl, what's so great about touching a man's chest? It doesn't feel nice touching, so why does Su Qing like doing it? I still want to thank you though. Why do you suddenly want to thank me? In the beginning, I pointed my sword at you and suspected that you were trying to poison me, but you were willing to take me in and teach me how to live a life over here. Well, your beauty is to blame. How does such a person exist? Can't he be more shallow and pretend to be righteous for once? If the one who was hiding in the corner was your master, with his thick bread, I would have immediately called the cops and got him arrested. Therefore, looking good is a type of luck. That's true, if you had bushy eyebrows and suspicious eyes, would have slashed you down when you knocked over the can of Coke. We are both lucky, but I still wish to thank you. Smile more often in the future, you look great when you smile. Once I've sold everything, I can use the money to pay for your television, and any extra money can be kept as emergency funds. Keep it and save more money. The warrioress is so serious, I should tease her a little. Why are you taking off my socks? I just want to take a look. Your feet are different from your hands, there aren't as many calluses here. Her skin is smooth to the touch. I can't, I need to stop touching. Otherwise, I'll really become a pervert. I'll find something to turn my attention to, that's right. Why did you take my socks away? I'm washing your socks since I have nothing to do. I can wash it myself. I've said that I'll be at your service, it's perfectly reasonable for me to do things like this for you. Also, soap is harmful to your hands. It's fine for a man like me, but you should take good care of your hands. Dad, Mom, you're here this early. You guys can sit down for a bit, Jiang He is still cooking. Mom, you didn't have to bring anything, you're too kind. Who said it's for you? I brought it for Jiang He. Jiang He. My mom and dad are here. My mom even brought you a gift. What? Look. My mom brought this over for you. It's hand cream. How are you, Jiang He? Thank you, Auntie. Hee, there's no need for that. Oh my. This skill. These dishes taste way better than mine. That's true, Jiang He's talent is the real deal, of course. The warrioress abandoned her sword for the ladle, and she has been learning well. Just leave them there, I'll wash them. Go accompany Uncle and Auntie. It's alright, I'll wash them. Dish soap is bad for your hands. My mom probably saw the calluses on your hand before. So she picked out some hand cream for you. which you can use to take care of your hands. Don't be reluctant to use it. Hands need to be taken care of. Aren't swords the only thing that requires intensive care? No, in modern times, the sword doesn't need taking care of, you are the one who needs it instead. You should store your sword properly, and don't take it out willy-nilly. If you want to practice, I'll buy a new one for you another day. Making my hands silky smooth like royalty, then letting him play with it. I previously thought that they were living a simple lifestyle. But looking at their home, they seem to be doing fine, everything is neat and tidy. I think they are compatible, you should just give this house to Qingzi when the time comes. I think they are compatible, you should just give this house to Qingzi when the time comes. Humph, I'll wait for him to get a job first. Let's go to your room, I have something to discuss with you. Jiang He, you can accompany my mom in the meantime. Okay. What does Qingzi do all day at home? He makes videos, basically, he cuts movies apart and arranges them back together. Oh, is that the video uploader Housie was talking about? What does he do besides these videos? Su Qing once told me that we should keep our martial arts training a secret, otherwise the two old folks will think that we are mentally ill. Right, he uses the computer to look at a casino. Casino? No. It's called the stock market, yes, stock market. That scared me, although calling it a casino isn't wrong either. You have to watch over him, don't let him throw too much money into it. Why? He has been earning money from it. It fluctuates a lot, he might lose big one day. In short, just don't put too much money into it. You need to keep him in check. I will do my best to supervise him. Supervise, that works too. Why does that sound weird? You two aren't staying in the same room? As I've said before, we're not sleeping in the same room. She lives in the spare room across the hall. A man and a woman, once compatible, stay together. They eat and live under the same roof, yet sleep in separate rooms. And nothing has happened between them? Who would believe that? Did you guys quarrel? I already said that nothing happened between us. Humph. Your mom was just telling me that if the two of you were to get married, I should give this house to you. That's great. We should do it now. When do we sign the papers? I rejected that idea. Can you be more like Housie, don't stay at home all day and do those unrealistic things, or you can be like Li Gaobua, open your own shop. If you were to do that, I can help to pad the finances a little. Dad. The times have changed. It's true that you have more experience with life compared to me, but have you ever thought that every era is unique, and the definition of happiness differs from person to person? Happiness might not just be having food to eat, staying warm, and having a job to go to. Let's go. You don't have to send us off, go do your own thing. Okay, be careful on your way back. My parents are urging us to get married. Am married? But your identity issue isn't resolved yet, so we can't get a marriage certificate for the time being. That scared me, I haven't saved enough money yet, so how can we get married? Not to mention that we don't have a house of our own. This house is leased to me by my dad. Previously, I always thought that as long as I live a free and comfortable life, it would be good enough. However, once I've met someone I like, I actually want a stable life. I'm still bothered by one more thing. What? Whether I should kiss your face or your hand later. He's doing it again. Shepherd's purse salad. Did you also eat this often back then? Sometimes. Are you missing home? It's not that, just. After 2 more years, once you've gotten an identity card, I'll take you back to Gusu for a look. I've checked how Gusu looks currently on the web. It's totally different from the Gusu that I remember. So there's no need to visit it. I should cherish the present and let the past go. Okay, we'll listen to you. Someone is calling you. It's Housie. Sup, Housie. What did you call me for? It's about your girlfriend being an undocumented person. We can't let her stay undocumented, can we? I've made some inquiries, and this whole matter is pretty complicated. If you'd like to get it done, find a time and head to the household registry office and see if there is any way to get this issue settled. Is it easy to get it done? I'm not too sure. We'll have to see her situation as a whole. The checks are pretty strict now, even if she doesn't have any family. Let's meet up another day to discuss this then. When are you free to go get some skewers? I'll have to get back to you on that. Sure, I'm not in a rush. It's for your girlfriend. Are you really not in a rush? We might not even be together for that long. If we break up, there's no need for the trouble anymore. Hats off to you. I'm hanging up. We might not even be together for that long. I'm just bluffing him. It's too early for you to get registered right now. Humph. I doubt that you'd have the balls for that anyway. I want to be on TV. The one that you can watch on the computer. Others can watch me play games, and I can earn money from it. Even though it might expose my status as an undocumented individual, it might help with my application for an identity card in the future, no. It can serve as proof of my existence. Logically speaking, there are both pros and cons, but it's not as easy as you think to live stream though. It's possible that you'd get no viewers. I've done some research, and I've thought long about it. I want to give it a shot. Let me think about it. It provides further evidence of Jiang He's existence. If we were to set our plan in motion only 2 years later, the VODs on the internet can serve as proof of Jiang He's life over here. If she were to get somewhat famous, it would be a great way to cement her place in society, or rather her influence over society. By then, Jiang He's identity would no longer be just a worthless peasant. They would not bother with it. By then, the both of us would have resolved the issue with Jiang He's identity, gathering proof while getting others to help. They would naturally help if Jiang He were to get famous. She would earn before the issue gets exposed. We should use the money to try, and if it can't be settled, we can choose to self-expose the issue by putting ourselves under the spotlight and by paying for comments and searches. This is an era where the problem is tackled strategically. It's better than flaming others. Even though it's shameless, it's useful. If she doesn't get famous, it's okay too. It's the same as having never tried. When Jiang He is on the verge of getting exposed, the issue about her identity will no longer be hidden. We can't keep this under wraps anymore. You don't seem too willing. Well, it's true that I'm not too willing. Can you tell me your perspective on this? I'm thinking that, since I am sitting there and playing games every day, streaming my gameplay would be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. How about running a business instead of playing games? Opening a store would require capital and a security deposit. I've searched about it on the web. If you're not willing, I can think of something else. Are you not going to ask me why? You wouldn't make decisions that would harm me. What are you trying to do? I want to kiss you, then play games. If you didn't hold me down just now, I would have been very happy. You would have started touching me. Ah, primal instinct. Alright, you're too skilled in martial arts, and I can't beat you. Once I'm at a higher level, I'll let you know what it means to be cruel. Sit down. After Jiang he came to the present, I've helped her with many things. Even though it was mostly for her sake, I have to admit that I had ulterior motives for some of the actions too. Streaming, this is the first time that she wants to do something of her own will. The world of streaming is chaotic. Those with content will make content, and those without content will get by with their looks, those who are envious will even make false reports. A bunch of simps, what are they planning to do to someone else's girlfriend? I follow. I'll return you your money, I'm off to experience a whole new life. Internet abuse, you too, unfathomable. I'm afraid that you'd be led astray. Every line of work is not easy, you've said that before. Yeah, every line of work is tough. What if one day you leave? It's been so long. I don't think it's gonna happen. The potato and corn are still stored within my clothes. No, I meant leaving this place. You are different from Winter Melon, I've been taking care of him ever since I picked him up, and he wouldn't leave, but you're an actual human being. Why would I leave? Did me wanting to stream make you think that? I might leave. Why, you're worthless to me now. That might be part of the reason. When you like someone, you'd feel more insecure. At the bottom of it all, I'm afraid that I will not be able to take care of you well, I'm afraid that you'll be led astray, afraid that I'm still treating you like the warrioress that just came over, but you've unknowingly turned into half a modern person. Are you able to clearly see the relationship between us now? We are boyfriend and girlfriend. We'll get married in the future, live our days as partners, kiss and hug. You're still in love with my shoes too. Even though we're partners, between us we're still two different people, you and me, are two people together. Every person has their own way of thinking and goals, and we will not be able to avoid the friction that comes from living together. For example, you want to be a streamer, and I don't want you to do so, that's a difference in our opinion. We'll be able to resolve it if you were to listen to me and not do it. The streamer is resting. Watch something else. It might look like it's been resolved, but you won't always listen and follow what I want. Even if you were to do so, the friction between us would accumulate and gradually weigh on your heart. Having different opinions once or twice would be okay, but it'll definitely cause problems in the long run. You're a human being, a living, breathing human being, and you'll feel all sorts of emotions. Once your ideas have been vetoed one too many times by me, you'll suddenly erupt one day for sure. Why should I always listen to you? Then you would leave. That is what I really fear the most. So you're explaining this to me? Yes. The two of us should respect and treat each other equally. I'm not rearing a pet, and Jiang he wouldn't be a pet either. Was I being disrespectful when I held you down? Yes. That was very disrespectful. We're even then. Do you not have an opinion on this? What opinion? I will respect you, that is the foundation of our relationship together, so when you hold me down and whatnot. It's all a joke, to be more accurate, it's flirting. Though I don't really like it. Oh. Don't disturb me while I am playing. I'm here giving it so much thought, and your mind is only thinking of games. You should give more thought to our future. Instead of wasting your time on games, why not discuss moving into my room? Why should I move into your room? We're a couple, and it's normal for couples to live in the same room. I don't want to get pregnant. Who says you'll get pregnant? You're hoping to get me pregnant by getting me to move into your room. I won't be able to hold you down all night, if we were to sleep together. I'll most definitely bear a child. Do you know how children are made? You sleep together. The March spring. The in-game gold is becoming more and more worthless. Looks like grinding in-game isn't a long-term solution. Little Jiang He's future career direction and outlook analysis, edit videos, TikToker, playtest games. Is there anything that you like to do? Cook. Oh, becoming a chef. Let's choose another job. Without an identity card, it would be hard to become a chef even if you have the culinary skills. Aren't there food carts around? I just need a vehicle and a walk. Jiang He's diner now open for business. It's not as simple as you think. You'll be out there exposed to the elements. The inspectors are coming. Quick, run. And you'll be chased by the inspectors as well. Isn't it okay as long as I earn money? It's not a stable income, and is probably enough for only keeping yourself fed. Isn't keeping myself fed enough? Stability, keeping yourself fed, what's wrong? This is bad. I seem a little too much like Su Wenbin. Su Qing. Ah, it's nothing. I'm hungry, you should start making dinner. Okay. What she works as, is it important? It may not matter to Jiang He. As long as she is able to properly earn money, she'll probably be happy even if she has to move rocks at a construction site with her bare hands. Food is ready. You've been here for so long that you can be considered as half of a modern person. If there is anything you want to do, you can discuss it with me and I will give my advice, but you have the final say though. I haven't thought about it. There is no rush, take your time to think. There will surely be something you'd like to do. Jiang He level 99 Ancient Warrioress. Nickname, Sacred Sword of Dragon Springs. Status, Unsharpened. Purpose, used for daily training. Durability, 99/100. Origin, purchased online by Su Qing. HP plus 324, ATK plus 134, DF plus 42, SPD plus 230. How is it? Is it good enough to use? It feels pretty nice. You can use it for practice next time. As for the sword that you brought along with you. The warrioress initially pointed this at me while full of bloodlust. And now, she is almost indistinguishable from a real modern person. Should we throw it away? We can't use it anyway. I'm a little attached to it. I've used this sword for years. I brought it along with me the first time I stepped out of the house. It has been broken many times along the way, though I had it fixed every single time. Forget what I said then, I'll put it away for you. This will do. I'll put the sword in my room for now. If you miss it, you can take it out from there any time. Okay. I'm back. What's that? The clothes that I bought for you before are here. Let's open and check them out. Why, you're not allowed to touch them. Give a 5-star review and get 20 yuan back. That's awesome. I'd have to grind for half a day before earning 20 yuan. Only 20 yuan and they want to look. I haven't even seen it yet. Leaving a photo review would mean that you'd wear the clothing and take a photo for others to see. Product bought, fit, good fit, color, the new style and colors are really nice, it really makes me stand out. The new design is more comfortable too. A photo? While wearing this? I don't want it anymore. Lend those to me for a moment. I'll wash and return them. You don't want it, but I do. Okay. Notification of fund transfer received 30 yen payment from notes. The transfer is successful and the amount has been credited to your wallet. We really got the money, and it became 30 yuan. How did you do it? Kakik. Of course, I gave them some spicy photos of the buyer. They gave me an extra 10 and begged me to delete it. PFT. That's really funny. That's what I call living life. Buy some pork and we will have some extra food for dinner. Okay. Extra food, extra food. So silly. Sometimes, raising you feels like raising a daughter. Do you ever get that feeling? No. I should check the comments from my previous upload while I'm at it. What's the point of doing these weird things every day? Can't you get a proper job? Why is this person causing trouble in the comments section again? The way he speaks is like the old man. No, it might actually be him. Whatever, I'll pretend I don't know a thing and blacklist him. It's not like he can really confront me anyway. Next day. Humph. Dad, are you still angry? Why would I be angry? How could you blacklist all of my accounts? Didn't I just blacklist your account? It's not just one time. I even took old Chin's number and got Housey to register an account for me. If you have comments in the future, you can just message me and tell me. Don't leave an essay in the comments section of my videos. Humph. Would you even read my messages? I don't read your comments either. Now that short-form videos are all the rage, you should watch some on your spare time. Maybe all of a sudden, you'd understand what I do someday. If there is anything that you don't understand, you can also ask me. As long as you don't send a 60-second voice message, I'll explain it all to you slowly. There is no right or wrong between the two of us, it's just a gap in knowledge. Don't fall behind the times. I'll go get my phone. Want an apple? I can peel one for you. I'll do it myself. Click asterisk. Look. Look. It's just a random picture. I want to use these pictures to document your journey as you transform into a modern person. As for whether I'm afraid of you suddenly going back, I'll admit that I'm a little worried from the bottom of my heart. Creek asterisk. I have no idea what's so nice to watch about these videos. You shouldn't judge it based on its name alone, you should first understand the background of otomads. It is actually a loan word from the Japanese language. This is how Su Qin is. He seems to know everything, regardless of the problem at hand, he is able to explain it from head to tail. He's even more useful than the search engines on the computer. Oh my, what a peculiar sight. What did those two talk about in the room previously? Let's go visit Uncle Chin. Woof. Woof. Uncle Cheen, you don't need to do this. Sai, tell me, when will Housey be like you and bring his girlfriend home for a visit? Every time I ask him about it, he says that they are discussing it. I've been wondering whether this rascal has been trying to bluff me or not. What is there to bluff about? Could he have found a fake girlfriend? I can't say for sure, and you of all people should know, that lad has learned to be like you. He seems honest on the outside, but sometimes has nefarious thoughts. Why do I have an ominous feeling? What do you mean he has learned to be like me? I'm a good person. Look at Jiang He, such a good girl like her has fallen for me, that proves how good I am. What about him do you like? This kid is thick-skinned since young, don't let him mislead you. I like that he's thick-skinned. Ha 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 ha. Jiang He was so stiff when answering his questions during New Year's, it has just been a month, and she has learned how to crack jokes. You are nothing like old Sue, I have no idea who you take after. That's not true, I'm a little similar to my dad. We both like antiques. Antiques? Old Sue likes to examine antiques. You, on the other hand, what do you like about them? That they are worth money? It's not that. I like examining antiques too. The antiques that Su Qing is talking about, could he be referring to me? Ack. What's wrong? Nothing, nothing. I am not an antique. What are you then if you're not one? I am, a state-of-the-art. Haha. Regardless of whether she is an antique or state-of-the-art, at the end of the day, she is still Jiang He. You put up a great performance today, as a reward, you can give me a kiss right here. Right here. That's the train station over there. When you get an ID, I'll take you to buy a ticket and go exploring. Okay. That store over there sells used books, let's go take a look. We are just going to look around. What kind of book do you two want to buy? You can look around to see if there's any books you like. Pick a few and take them back home to read. This book is too abstract, you probably won't be able to understand it right now. I like the word time. Okay, let's buy it if you like it. Even if you don't understand it, you can put it on a bookshelf for display. Boss, check out please. As expected of the weight of knowledge. So heavy. About 6 pounds, 2.7 kg. Let me carry it. The warrioress is domineering. Where are we going next? Let's go home, it's not convenient to carry books all the time. Housey. Qingzi. Why are you guys here? We came out for a walk. The one next to you is. This is Lu Jingfang, I am his girlfriend. Ahem, for now, it's just a blind date. My name is Su Qing, and I am his friend. This is my girlfriend, Jiang He. Hello. We're preparing to go to the movies, do you two want to go together? No, I don't want to get in the way of you two. Let's get in touch in the future. We're leaving. We're going to the movies. Didn't you say we're going home? How's that possible? I just made a random reason. Don't you think the two of them were acting strange? Rather than saying it's fake, with that active attitude, it would be better to say that Housey seems to be being pursued by her, but something feels strange. Are they? I didn't find anything strange. That's because you don't know Housey. I've been wanting to ask for a long time, why are you all called something Z? He's called Haozi, the rich person is called Wangzi, you're called Qingzi, should I be called Heezy? It's a nickname we got when we were in college. Like Laozi, Zhuangzi, Kongzi, Confucius, they all have Z. So we thought that as long as our names carry a Z, it will sound very powerful. You're a girl, so there's no need to add it. Is that so? Then I won't be called Heezy. It doesn't sound good to be called Heezy, and it's even worse to be called Jiangzi, it's better to be called Jianghe. Actually, I do want to watch a movie. Eh? Do you mean watching it at home? If I knew you wanted to watch, we could have stopped by the cinema today. It's more atmospheric to watch it there. Can't talk. Adjustable light, able to freely share thoughts. No, I still think it's good to watch movies at home. You said couples need to shop, eat, watch movies, and drink milk tea. We can eat and watch movies at home. Okay, your fists are harder, I'll listen to you. Life needs a sense of ceremony, we can't just live through it carelessly. You see, if we do everything at home, and in retrospect or our son asks about our date life, could it be that you want us to say that we were holed up at home the whole time? Let's watch this movie then. Crack crack. Crack crack crack. 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 Hand. I guess I was overthinking it. Fully focused. Plop. Do you want some? No, I don't. Gulp. It's obvious that he wants some, but he doesn't want to admit to it. If you want some, you can have some, what are you staring at me for? FaceTime Haozi. What's up, Haozi? I've run into some trouble. It's about the lady that I was match-made with, it's kind of a long story, don't tell anyone else, especially Uncle Sue and all, once they know about it, my dad will know about it as well. Don't worry, I won't blab about it. I'll take a signature fried rice. Boss, 2 signature fried rice please. Got it. That's right, my probation period just ended. You're a police officer. Is it tiring to be a police officer? It's alright, it's not exactly tiring or anything, just that it gets a little tiresome with the long working hours. Does it taste good? Can't eat anymore. Were you also forced into this matchmaking session? Also. I got it wrong. Yeah, you're right. What a coincidence. A coincidence indeed. Sigh, I have another matchmaking session lined up in a couple of days. It's annoying. Then we worked together and pretended that the matchmaking was a success, and acted like a couple. At the end of the day, it's just an act, and it wouldn't turn into anything real. I decided to end this act with her, so that we can go on to find our own partners, but she refused. Why did she refuse? She wanted to continue the act, I said no, and she confessed to me. I thought it was a little weird, but I couldn't figure out why. That's why I'm asking you for advice. It's possible that feelings have blossomed between the two of you after getting to know each other, and that she has discovered your good points. I can't. I still think it's weird, it's as though she has ulterior motives. Are you suspecting that she has been leading a wild life, and is finally looking to settle down with an honest man like you? Where's my yogurt? Meow. I got too thirsty after eating too many melon seeds, so I drank another one. You clearly gave it to me, I only put it down because I had to take a call. I'll be buying groceries later. And I will buy more yogurt for you on the way. Stick your tongue out. I want to see if my yogurt is still on there. He's trying to trick me with such a terrible reason. Kiss. 1 month later, summer t-shirts for sale. This one looks good and high class. It looks good. This shirt suits you, look at how energetic you look. I'll take it then, the weather has been getting warmer recently, it's hard to wear long-sleeved shirts. It's almost summer, that's why. I want these too. Got it, I'll bag it for you. WeChat payment received XX yuan. The shirts on sale are cheaper than those on Bao, we can buy our shirts from him in the future. No. I'm a man, so it doesn't really matter what I wear, plus I'm handsome, and I can even make bargain bin items look decent. You're different, you're a woman. You'd look even better with a nice outfit, so you don't have to think of ways to help me save money. What Su Qin learned at home. Have you thought of selling vegetables at a stall like this? I have, but after some serious consideration, it doesn't seem like it'll suit me. Why? This costs 3.20, how about charging me $3 instead? We're a small business, so we can't give further discounts. Throw in a stalk of green onion for free. They are too good at bargaining. If I were to sell vegetables, I will definitely make a loss. The internet is better, it's easier to list whatever you want to sell on an auction site. The current me wouldn't have any trouble defeating 3 of me from last year, would I? When you're facing a 1 versus many matchup, you will have to strike first to disable 2 of them. Otherwise it would be a tough fight. With your reflexes from last year, you wouldn't be able to dodge a palm strike. If I were to strike the head, that person will get disabled. If you're lucky, you will be able to break the neck directly. Ozzel. Wait. King's power. Awaken. This power. It's going berserk. I can't control this power. It's going to pour right out. Put it down. Cushion X2. It's time to see the fruits of my labor. 1 to prevent noise. Critical hit. Puff. Is there any meaning in doing that? I can feel myself getting stronger, do you want to try it too? -1 horsepower. Bang. Please don't disturb me, I'll be continuing my training. Confidence -1000, HP -100. At this rate, when will Su Qin be strong enough to force me to? Video uploader breathing technique 8th form, 8 times faster editing speed. My film critique skills still have room to improve. I should take it slow, I'll just do my best for the main video for now. Quick. Look. Bayou. And people. It's good to read. What's good about it? Reading can make a person wise. You will be able to learn a lot from books without having me to teach you. Speaking of which, I'm still your teacher, you have to respect me. Come on, let me get a teacher Su from you. Teacher Su Qin equals teacher Su Qin equals boyfriend equals future husband. Can teachers and students also get married? The way you said it made it sound so stimulating. It's just a title, more like a joke. For example, some couples like to say daddy. What kind of kink is that? It is really weird, I'm just casually saying it to let you know that such a thing exists. You can't really control it if people are having their fun behind closed doors with consent and aren't disturbing people. Wait, why am I talking about this stuff with him? I'm going to keep reading. The warrioress is so cute. Are you done reading? No, this book seems complicated. That's true, it is too complex for you. I feel like you are looking down on me. Just stating a fact. I'm not stupid at all. It's just that you're not used to it yet. I understand it all. What are you looking at? Are you talking about this? It's a spin-off of Journey to the West. This female protagonist is very similar to you. She is very violent and will beat people up that she disagrees with. My mouth isn't that big. I didn't say you looked like her, I just said you two act alike. I've never hit anyone. You remember the thief? You had him on the ground struggling to breathe in an instant. So close. I can smell her scent. Can I touch your calf? Why do you want to touch them? Thighs are fine too, if you agree. Confucius once said, appetite and lust are only natural, indicating that this is not a dirty thing. The two of us are boyfriend and girlfriend. If we don't have any impulses, then we might as well become blood brothers. What's the point of dating then? How about we light an incense and go kowtow to Guan Yu to become siblings? No. He has already kissed me so many times, why would we become siblings? What kind of siblings do that kind of thing? Then. I'll let you touch for a bit. We often kiss anyway, him touching my calf should be normal, right? Not true, this is more like a normal relationship. Before you do anything, you always ask me, are you afraid that I will hit you? Not really. I am taking care of your emotions. After all, you are an ancient person, if I suddenly reach out and pull you over, you might get surprised and beat me, or you might go along with it in an uneasy manner. And in the end, you won't know why I did it. Then you will secretly get tangled up, so I might as well be open with you. Is it tiring dating me? Kill it. Isn't it already dead? Then kill it again. Kill it. You've watched that part 3 times already. Isn't it already dead? Because I'm thinking. These 3 lines not only highlight the ignorance of the villagers, but also their deep-seated hatred, expressing black humor with a silly comedy effect. Out of so many things, only 3 shots and 3 lines are used, which is really amazing. It's just 3 lines. Aren't you thinking too much? Maybe, but thinking a lot is a good thing, it's much better than having a single-threaded brain. This is to exercise the depth of thinking. After you develop this habit, you will understand why people think. Why? Not sure what this means, couldn't find anything online either. If you don't think independently, you will become stupid, and finally be tricked into being a wife and having a lot of children. I'm not stupid at all. We should discuss you moving into my room. I obviously saw through Su Qing's conspiracy in time last time, and rejected him fiercely. Then do you know why I like you and what I like about you? You like my shoes and hands. No, that's just what you think. Don't squeeze. If it's not shoes and hands, what does Su Qing like about me? I somehow am willing to be deceived by him. Am I really not smart? I'm not letting you touch anymore, going to take a shower. Trying to compete with the warrioress for attention, what a stupid and delusional cat who doesn't know his place. If you got the ability, then transform for me. Oh wait, you're a male, forget it. How about, we sit for a bit more? No. Don't think that I don't know what you are up to. I'm wearing a nightgown right now. If he touches my legs again, I'll definitely be killed by his frivolity. Bang! Damn it, now I can't focus on work at all. I'll also go take a shower to calm down. I need to practice my punches more. I must never look like Wangzi with that drained face. The warrioress hasn't gone to bed yet either. It's a long night. No, don't think about it anymore. This thing called stockings is slippery and really comfortable to touch. Su Qing bought these socks and shoes 2 months ago, but I kept them in my room and never touched them. It feels silky smooth just like I thought. It's also very comfortable to wear, it's no wonder Su Qing always wants me to wear it. Exposing my legs is really just that, trying it on once while hiding in my room is okay, but I must never show it to others. Even Su Qing isn't allowed to see it, since he likes worn socks and it will be over if he does see them. Su Qing. Why did you get up so early? What are you washing? And nothing, just some socks. Do you need something? No, it's nothing. Is that so? Do you have something else you want to say? Su Qing is acting a little weird today. Why is he afraid of someone watching him wash socks? Could it be? Could it be that he, like me, woke up early to secretly wash the stockings he wore? I feel like you're thinking about something that's very rude. I'm not. I don't know anything. I'm leaving. What are you thinking about? Su Qing, I'm just reminiscing about last night's dream. What did you dream about? Very fun stuff. Like dreaming about becoming a girl, and wearing stockings. Why would I dream about becoming a girl? What kind of stuff is the warrioress thinking about? What's so fun and memorable about becoming a girl? So that's not the case, too bad. What kind of misunderstanding does she have about me? Speaking of which, have you thought about what you want to do? If you want to open an online store, I can use my ID card to open one for you. I don't want to. Okay, then you can continue to think, there's no hurry anyway. No matter what you want to do, you can achieve great results as long as you love it. With your perseverance and determination, whatever you do in the end will be successful. I believe in you. I don't even believe in myself. There are many, many things I still don't understand. It's normal that you don't have self-confidence now. It's not just you, an ancient person, even a modern college student who has graduated is like that. Not many people who have just stepped into society can find their own career direction. It takes a lot of trial and error to find a job that suits you. Cats eat fish, dogs eat meat, Ultraman fights little monsters. Just follow your own nature, don't worry about how much money you can make now. First find something that you don't mind doing and try it out. You have to do everything one step at a time. Do you believe in light? Heh, I used to have a transforming device, but I don't know where I put it, or else I would have transformed for you to see. Ah. Quick. Look. Notice, dear residents, in order to improve the security of the district and to restrict the access of the district to outsiders, we will be installing an access control system. An access control system? Uncle Zhao, a small and old district like ours will be implementing access barriers too. Yes, it's all because of the burglar that was seen on the CCTV during the ghost incident. Luckily, nothing was stolen, and funds for an access barrier were raised. Wouldn't you be put out of a job then? Tisk, I'll still have to guard the entrance even with a barrier up. It's not even guaranteed that a barrier will be installed. I don't even see anything over there yet. I have no idea what the Management and Homeowners Association are planning. That's true. We're off then, you can get back to your work. See you. Hee, it looks like my strength has increased drastically. How about we spar a little right now then? You can use those techniques that I have taught you. Jiang He LV. A wild? Jiang He appeared. How about no? I still want to live a few more years. Jiang He LV 99 Su Qing LV 5. What will Su Qing do? Fight or run? I'll reign in my strength. Then, if you don't move your arms and legs, I will reluctantly spar a little with you. Is that even considered sparring? Wouldn't it just be a massacre instead? I know. This rascal is just finding an excuse to hug me. I won't move then, bring it on. Ah. Can I really? Level 1, can the warrioress really use her internal energy to send me flying? However, if I am really able to witness the legendary internal energy in action, being sent flying is a small price to pay. If that's the case, keep to your word and reign in your strength. Did I guess wrongly, and he doesn't actually want to hug me? Why have you not made your move? Don't talk, I am looking for your weak spot. Now. This guy is crooked after all. Where does he think he's placing his hand? Cheated. You used your head. I didn't cheat. I didn't move my arms and legs at all, so it's your loss. It's all because his hand was going to. Warrioress, your martial arts skills are far superior, and I have far more to learn. It's my loss. I'm glad you know that. It ended way too fast though, how about another round? Don't move your arms, legs, and head, and just use your internal energy. I'm not doing it again. This guy is really trying every trick in the book just to get a feel in, and we're still in public. You're lucky that you met me. If it was second miss, you would have been on the floor in serious pain. May I ask how old is second miss? What are you even thinking? I'm just teasing you, I'm not thinking of anything. You look adorable when you're angry. Alright, I will teach you how to skip stones, it's pretty fun. I don't think it's fun. It's fun, isn't it? It's not. Your hands are dirty, let me wipe them. Humph. I see a police officer over there. Don't worry, you haven't committed any crime. The police are protectors, not the enemy. Come on, let's go see what's going on. What if they decide to run a check on me though? That isn't likely to happen, they are busy right now and are not on patrol. The existence of undocumented residents isn't a huge problem to begin with. In the past, I was worried that you would be unfamiliar with this world and would lash out and make a scene at any stimuli, so I exaggerated the problem a little. Even if you were to be checked right now, we have a leg to stand on, so there is no need to worry all day long. I have always been a vagrant, and I do not have an identity. I understand all of that. It's just that, subconsciously, I would like to stay away from them. You're lucky that the weather isn't as cold right now, otherwise, you might have experienced cramps in the water, and it would have been hard to rescue you. Where do you live? Do you need us to send you home? There's no need. I don't want to trouble you. Getting sent home in a police car even though I was just fishing. It's alright, thank you. Kekik, our little Housie still needed his hand to be held by older colleagues just half a year ago, and now he can go on patrol on his own. Don't joke around. Saving a life will give you heaps of good karma. What do you mean? I didn't even enter the water, I just pulled him out. Why are you here? We're just strolling around, there was nothing to do, so we took an interest in the commotion, it's the favorite pastime of the masses. It's a pity, we came too late. Go away, I don't have time to joke around. I still have to change my boots and get back out there. You're that busy today? It's been a boring. I nearly blurted it out, if I were to say that it has been a boring day, I will most certainly become busy when it's time to clock out. Flag uprooter? I don't know, we'll have to see. They are public servants, and we can fine them for any issue. They can do anything, even if it involves catching your pets. We can even give them a call to catch the big black dog that we encountered last time. They have so many things to take care of. The warrioress is right in praising them. If this was in the past, Housie would have been nominated for sainthood. Who destroyed the tree stem? They have no morals at all. It might have been those old men who like to fish, they hate going home empty-handed. If they didn't get any fish, they may have decided to break the tree in half and bring it home instead. Why don't you show me how you'd break it? I'm not that strong, it has to be those old men, they know way more than just fishing. They know martial arts too, like wall climbing and flying around and stuff. Don't you agree? I don't know. That guy probably never would have thought that the tree was chopped down by this little lady in a single move. I forgot to bring my fishing rod, what a pity. You like fishing that much? This fishing rod is great, you don't have to spend money to get fish, if I were to snag a big one, I can even sell it. I'll be able to earn so much money this way. I even think that I can do this for a living. Don't be angry, I was just teasing you. What I said was the truth though, humph. That reminds me, was the surname of your leader Wang? It's not. Why the sudden question? Near the end of the Tang dynasty, there was someone from the salt gang named Wang Xinji. He was a salt smuggler and a martial artist. Later on, he gathered a huge force in a rebellion, and the time period was off from yours by about 100 or so years. It would have been such a coincidence if he was the descendant of your leader. What about you guys? Would you have rebelled? Why is there a need to? The imperial dynasty is too strong, and resistance would have been futile. Resistance would have been futile. That is something that modern people would say. If she were to head back like this, Li Longji would be in danger. T/N, Emperor Xuanzong, which was the emperor at that time. Also, you said that, appetite and lust are only natural, was a quote by Confucius. That's incorrect, it was actually a quote by Gaozi. That's what the web says. Even an ancient person is able to correct my mistakes. This is the power of the internet. What's the use of this teacher Su anymore? It feels like we're missing something. That's right. I'm heading out, there's no need to cook dinner for tonight, we'll be eating outside. Okay. Stop. It's going to be summer in a few months. Summer clothes for females and males are different. Many pieces of clothing are missing pockets, especially when it comes to skirts. There is absolutely no place to keep your things like your phone and keys. She still has to keep a potato and corn on her. I'll have to find a suitable bag for her. This is it. The aura surrounding Jiang He has always been a little serious, and her quietness is atypical for a girl her age. Giving her this bag would make her look a little more cute and lively. Besides this, I'll have to put in more work to coordinate her outfits in the future. You went out to buy this? Do you like it? Why didn't you bring me along? If I brought Jiang He along, she wouldn't bear to spend the money. The price for this small bag would be enough to purchase a few backpacks. She would rather carry a backpack around and say that it's big enough to store several items. I was on an errand and bought it on the way. You can store your phone, keys, potatoes and other random stuff in it. It's more convenient. This too, a girl's lips should be glossy. Of course, if you don't want to put it on, you can just leave it in the bag. If not, it would look weird if your bag didn't contain any feminine products. Oh. Save. There are also tissues, and your sanitary, 1 or 2 pieces of Kotex just in case. Also, this bag has 2 compartments, your corn seeds and potatoes can go in this other compartment. Oh. The bag space bulges inwards, and it can't be seen from the outside. Oh. Carry it when we head out in the future, the girls here all carry something like this. Are you not going to carry one? Men don't need one. Our trouser pockets can handle it all. Howsy, let's go out for some food, bring your girlfriend along. What about you? Are you staying a bachelor? Heh. Good food. Let's head out for some good food later. I thought you just wanted to take a look. Why are you carrying my bag instead? A man should carry a lady's bag for her. You're looking down on me. Okay then, you can carry it yourself. You've had a girlfriend before. I have. You said you were a purebred something dog. Past doggy, present doggy. A purebred single dog. We just met for the first time back then, and it was just a passing remark. If I were to spill my entire dating history to you, wouldn't I look like some crazy person? Let's leave this for another time. Also, I said that this world is peaceful and that people don't like bloodshed. That is only specific to our area over here. There are places where missiles are flying every day in a war zone. We just met each other, and I couldn't possibly explain the geopolitics of the world to you. It's the same logic. You can tell me about it now then. Now. I'll have to search the web about it later. There are a few countries whose names are kind of complicated. I've seen it a few times on the news, but it doesn't stick. Don't you watch the news together with me? And you still need me to explain. I am talking about your girlfriend. Girlfriend. That's called an ex-girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend? Am I the next girlfriend then? You're considered neither, you're my current girlfriend. Current. So what? Jiang he definitely isn't trying to find an excuse to be angry. It's not her style to do something as dumb as finding faults out of nothing and feeling angry and miserable after. Jord, why didn't you guys marry? Aren't you supposed to get married to your girlfriend? Why must we get married? It's possible for a couple to break up. I was young and dumb back then, and it was an impulse decision based on my hormones. It didn't feel like we were suitable for each other after that, and we broke up. That's dating. It's far from the stage of marriage. Dating is just meant for you to test the waters. If the couple feels like they are incompatible, then they should break up ASAP. It's nobody's fault that way. Otherwise, if you were to get married without fully understanding each other, you will be doomed for the rest of your life. The thought of having to live with someone that you don't like is a little depressing. Breaking up. Does breaking up mean that the two people are no longer related? Of course, why would they still be related if they break up? From his tone of voice, it seems like breaking up is a very common and normal thing to happen. If two people were to break up, they will no longer be related and will no longer meet up or contact each other. What is considered as incompatible? That is a very subjective thing, it's hard to explain it to you. I guarantee that the two of us won't ever break up though. Why? From what you just said, it seems like it's very common for couples to break up. I've always thought that a girlfriend is like a fiancé, and that is why I decided to kiss me. Everything I read on the internet is a lie. It turns out that being a couple doesn't mean that we will get married, and it is possible for us to no longer be related to each other in the future. Squeeze, calm down, don't let your imagination run wild, we will never break up. You're special and different from other people. What's different about me? Even before I talked about that, you've never thought that breaking up is even possible. Isn't that different enough from others? What about you then? I would never hug someone else, the thought of it sickens me, but Su Qing, this guy seems well practiced. Just in case he feels like we're not compatible anymore. I will definitely not break up with you. I know from the very beginning how unique you are and that you won't think about breaking up. I've thought of the aftermath before even hitting on you. Be it living the rest of our lives together, or you smacking me to death, I've thought of it all early on. You'll only be a widow, and will never seek a divorce or break up. Anything that she does when she is angry would come as no surprise. That's the price for liking her. If I didn't really like her, who would even put up, ahem. Is that the case? Of course. Our relationship has always been a little out of the ordinary, we're from two different time periods, and there is no use talking about it now. In the future, when you gradually turn into a modern person, you'll perhaps have a change in mindset. For example, accepting that breakups might happen. I'm not saying that I would break up with you, I'm referring to you breaking up with me. Our current relationship is one where I take you in and provide a safe learning environment for you. Once you're independent enough, you can still make your own decision on whether to leave or stay. If you choose to leave, I will let you go. Let me go. I am now looking at you as though you're an ancient person, and I will interact with you as I would with any other modern person. If you choose to leave when the time comes, that would mean that our feelings for each other were not strong enough. There would be no point in forcing it. That is how modern people interact. I am hitting on you now because you have not turned into a modern person yet. I feel like you're very cunning. Is that considered taking advantage of me? It is. You'll definitely know that I do not have pure intentions when you look back at my actions in the future. Before you wise up, I'll chase after you with all my might. I don't even know what he means by chasing me. This guy has always been tricking me, and yet he is able to say that out loud with righteousness. Humph, you're not a good person. Your ex-girlfriend broke up with you because she can't beat you up. If you dare break up with me, I will really beat you to death. Ouch, 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 ouch. Jiang He will not use her martial arts to force me into anything. Even if she is angry, she will not violate this rule. I'll also hold myself back a little, and will not really trick Jiang He into getting intimate. This is an unspoken agreement between us, even if she doesn't realize it and is maintaining the status quo based on her feelings. That is also one of the reasons why I like her. I hate people who break the rules. They may mess around with the rules, but should not ever fully break them. If Jiang He didn't follow what I asked her to at the beginning, or if she rejected my advances for no apparent reason, I wouldn't have liked her as much. Lu Jingfang isn't here yet, we can order some drinks first. Lu Jingfang. Why not call her Lulu Fong Fong, you sound so distant. Gross, we're just having a simple meal and seeing how things go. Something feels off, and I can't tell what it is. We agreed to put on an act for our families, so they don't waste our time trying to matchmake us with other people. We've decided on meeting for meals occasionally, or perhaps getting a bouquet of flowers and taking photos with it. We have not been together for long, nor have we met more than a couple of times. How did it end up becoming a real thing? I asked Qingzi to come along in order to introduce them to each other, all while seeing if he can offer some help. This guy's eyes are more vicious than mine. I'm sorry for arriving late. Such a small bag, it will only fit 2 large potatoes at most. This is my good bro, Qingzi, or Su Qing, and this is his girlfriend, Jiang He. Lu Jingfang, my friend. Let's order. I'm so busy at work that I haven't had any time for food until now. You can choose the dishes, don't stand on ceremony. You promised. Eat, eat. The reason why. Something is off with this girl's state. This is the drink you ordered. Can I have a cup of warm water, please? Warm water, yes. A lady like her certainly isn't compatible with Qin Hao. She might be more suitable for someone like Wangzi. I can finally understand what Haozi meant when he said that something felt off. I'm not saying that he is unable to attract beautiful ladies, but their auras don't match. The more extravagant that she makes herself look, the more it makes Haozi seem like a gold digger. Qin Hao actually does put effort into dressing up, but their outfits are of two very different leagues. Surely someone who understands fashion like her would be able to see that too. Also, it seems like the two of them have been acquainted for quite some time now, and yet she still insists on dressing up like that. It makes others think that Qin Hao is a gold digger, and shows that she doesn't think of Qin Hao at all. That reminds me, I brought her to eat braised chicken the very first time that we met through matchmaking. We were eating chicken wraps when I first met Jiang He. Oh wait, she didn't eat it and went with porridge instead. That wasn't even matchmaking. And you brought her to such a place for a first matchmaking date? It's special circumstances. My dad insisted on me going to the date, and I didn't think that the matchmaking would be a success. If I didn't try to save some money, and had to go to 3 to 5 matchmaking sessions a month, I would have spent all of my salary by the middle of the month. No worries, I knew that it was an intentional choice. Oh, is that so? PFTT. Ha ha ha. The braised pork, braised fish and stir-fried pork liver are ready, please enjoy. The food is here, let us dig in. Is the braised pork good? It's not bad. There are both fatty and lean kinds of meat. It's best for the braised pork to be half fatty and half lean, and it has to have some skin on it. What are you two smiling about? Su Qing has a weird expression on his face again. Kikik, you guys wouldn't understand. Are you referring to a man's? No, I am referring to the joys of reading. Sigh, the truth is, the two of us used to read novels under the blanket with a flashlight, that was what he was referring to, and it made the two of us so hungry, but yet, we were unable to get food in the middle of the night. We would crave food until the next day. And would climb out of the school during lunch break to buy braised pork and stir-fried liver from the stalls outside. We would then devour it by the street corner. The two of you, under one blanket? Yup, no, that's not the point. Back then, the school was really strict about reading novels, and we had to sneakily read them. Those who lived in a dormitory would have known about it, and I'm sure you've had such experiences too. We girls like to read romance novels, who even read books about food, right? Yes, I read the introduction to Mao Zedong's School at Night. Aren't these people a little abnormal? Waiter, we would like some extra rice over here. Can we trouble you to get for us 3 extra bowls of rice? We ordered so much food, and you still want rice? Are you going through puberty again? Yup, now is the time for our bodies to grow, you should eat more too, do you want some as well? It's okay, you can have it. They really are a couple, the way that they demolish the rice is the same. Qingzi's girlfriend sure is demure. Who sent me a message? Your girlfriend isn't really a high school student, is she? Ha, does Housie suspect that I am a pedobear? She's already 19. She looks very demure. I'm a little bloated from all that, let's take a walk over there to help digest the food. Sure. Ah, didn't you mention previously that you were in the midst of chasing a thief when you were suddenly transported here? Is it possible for that thief to be transported here as well? If that is true, wouldn't the two of them be destined to be a pair, and I'm actually the third party? If there comes a day where I bump into him, I will definitely not let him slip through my grasp again. Do you hate him that much? Jew. Okay, don't worry, he's not a pretty lady like you, no one would be kind enough to take him in. If he really did come over, he would have been exposed long ago. Since there is no news about it, it must mean that he didn't come over with you. Even if he was a pretty lady, his situation would also be different since he would have met someone other than me. For example, my dad would have taken it as some miracle, but once he gets his head in order, he would contact the scientific institute and have you kept away. They would then use various machines to experiment on you, a totally different experience from you having fun and eating food right now. Do you want to give that a try? What's that? T/N, the Chinese term for crystal ball sounds like water gold ball. There is a crystal ball inside, it will give you the answers to any question that you ask. It's the same as palm reading though, it's all to trick people. You know that it's meant to trick people, and you're asking me if I want to try it out. What are you implying? If there is a motive behind everything I do, I would be doing research on ballistic missiles in an institute right now. Egg Island. 0000000. Can I ask if I will be able to return to my own time period then? You can ask anything, but if you were to ask if you could go back to the Tang dynasty, you will surely be treated as a nutcase. Girls certainly can't resist things like this, regardless of whether she is a modern girl or an ancient girl. 0.000. Just take a seat over there and ask her your questions. I'll wait for you outside. Be it tarot cards or the horoscope, they all rely on the Barnum effect, where they use generic descriptions and words to describe someone. People would then try to justify the readings in their hearts with all sorts of reasons coupled with their own psychological cues. I have no idea if this will apply to the warrioress though. You're done, what did you ask about? Will you be going back for another visit? If the fortune teller were to meet someone who asked if they could go back to the Tang dynasty, they would surely go WTF in their mind. I asked about marriage. I knew it. Face, of course. Let me guess what she said. The one you are seeking for is so close yet so far. He has actually been by your side all along. How did you know? Actually, I have learned how to tell fortunes as well, that is what fate has directed. In any case, she said something along those lines, so you probably won't be beaten to death by. Why do you seem like it's a pity though? I don't. Okay, you don't. If this is what she meant by, so close, what does, so far, mean then? Oh, she means the 1,000-year gap between us. Ring. I just sent her home, what do you think about her? She definitely is pretty, but I don't think she's Housy's ideal type. He wants to find someone who will live a simple life, and will help to take care of their future kids together. You two seem incompatible. If you like her, you can give it a try, but it would be better to end things early. I don't feel like we're compatible either, but for a person like me, could I be mistaken about her intentions? For things like relationships, what's there to be mistaken about? It's all about compatibility. What's considered incompatible? When you and I are together, we don't feel like we are suffering, that means that we're compatible. The reverse is true for incompatible. Are you and your ex-girlfriend compatible then? Fang Xianling, a chancellor serving the Tang dynasty, walked a straight path. While others took on multiple wives, he stayed faithful to his only spouse. Fun fact, this dude is an ancestor to Jackie Chan. Later on, when others started gossiping that the reason he didn't have concubines was due to his fear of his wife, he was bestowed 2 beautiful ladies by the emperor, Li Shimin, who had heard about the gossip. Afraid of going against the will of the emperor, Fang Xianling could only bitterly accept the ladies and bring them home. His wife, Lu Shi, made a fuss and was ready to chase them away with a stick. To give his chancellor more courage, Li Shimin took a jar of vinegar and claimed that it was poisoned wine. He gave Lu Shi a choice, to accept the 2 beautiful ladies or to drink the poisoned wine. Lu Shi didn't hesitate and gulped down every last bit of the vinegar in the jar. The Chinese term for jealousy is literally, drink vinegar. Looks like both ancient and modern women are susceptible to drinking vinegar. The warrioress looks completely like a modern person now. Previously, when you suspected that I paid a visit to a brothel, didn't you say that that was a normal thing to do? What does that got to do with me asking about you and your ex-girlfriend? Is it because she didn't approve of you visiting brothels as well? No. I've never been to any brothels, not now and not ever. Humph, I'll graciously believe you. To be honest, we only got together thanks to our raging hormones. It was fun at the start, and she looked like a beauty in my eyes. But once some time had passed, and the hormones had calmed down, we would always clash over various things. It's the little interactions during day-to-day life that let you see if 2 people are suitable for each other. What did you 2 clash over? For example, I don't have any high expectations for my day-to-day life, be it food, shelter, or my attire, but she constantly wants me to upgrade my lifestyle. She would always buy shoes, wallets, and clothes that were out of her budget, even though I don't really need any of it. She thought that she was treating me well, but I was not happy at all. Buying good things for you, isn't that how it's supposed to be? It's not. If I really liked it, of course, great, but I don't need it. Even though I told her many times that I didn't need any of it, she would still scrimp and save to buy things for me, which led to us arguing. She wasn't acting like my girlfriend but was acting like she was my mom instead. Isn't that like how we are currently? Of course, it's different for us. I am providing you with new experiences well within my means. If you said that you didn't need it, I wouldn't do it a second time. For example, going to buffets and whatnot, understand? Is that why the 2 of you broke up? That's why we aren't suitable for each other. I wished for an orange, but she gave me a peanut. I am grateful for her, but being with her makes me miserable and makes her miserable as well. Therefore, we parted ways peacefully. I still remember our very last fight. I had already had my lunch by 4 p.m., but she insisted that I was hungry and bought food for me at 6 p.m. I asked her why she insisted on me eating when I wasn't hungry. She said that it's because she cares about me and is scared that I wasn't eating well, and then we fought over that. That's because you 2 had too much food. Ha ha ha. I guess that's the meaning of having nothing else to do when you're full. You'll come to understand it next time. Oftentimes, there is no one who's in the right or in the wrong. It's just that we weren't compatible. That is why I said, if you want to leave in the future, I will let you go. Neither of us will be happy if I were to force you to stay. I do like you a lot now though, but if my feelings were to fizzle out one day, I will beat you to death. Actually, I wanted to say, if your feelings were to fizzle out one day. It won't happen. Are you saying that you like me? I haven't heard you say that yet, you've already touched my legs. If such a day were to come, I will really beat you to death. It's too early to talk about all of this. Look at how things are changing on a daily basis. A person's thoughts will always change, and we won't know what will happen when the time comes, just like me and my ex-girlfriend. We used to say that we would never break up, and look how it ended. Let's just go with the flow. After all, neither of us knows what the future will hold. And there lies the allure of the future, it's exactly because no one knows what will happen. What we have now is great, some things will never change. Really? You are now bold enough to even kiss me by the roadside. Anyway, don't you like me more now that I've become like this? Yes, that's why we will never break up. And you won't have to worry about beating me to death someday. I suddenly have the urge to kiss you. Look, there's no one around. Moving her head by 3 millimeters. The present given by the sands of time will never be anything too bad. Regardless of what happens in the future, it's always better to treasure the present. Are you not going to shower? I'll go shower now. The old man has improved, he knows how to threaten others now. All the things that you've uploaded are indecent. Any more of this and I will report you. In wuxia novels, when transferring internal energy to a female, she would usually have to take off all her clothes. If it was between two males, all that is needed is a touch of the hand. No wonder it's a unique skill. Are you able to transfer internal energy? I can't, what you see on TV is all fake. Your martial arts are real. When you're unleashing your moves, do you feel like your head is emitting warm fumes? It's like you're able to dry your own hair without a hairdryer. When did she buy this nightgown? I just can't. I can only fight and not emit warm fumes. Feather 5000. I'll have to wear some pants under my nightgown next time, otherwise, if this rascal wants to caress my legs, all he has to do is direct the hairdryer upwards. Wearing some pants, but if I were to wear pants, it feels like I don't need to wear a nightgown anymore. If only you were blind. Did you suddenly turn to the dark side? If only I was blind. That sounds like ancient Yandra speak. Don't worry, I won't peek even if you let go of your hands. I am a proper gentleman. So why are you focused on whether or not my hands are there? Such clear logic and proper reasoning. You're all grown up now. I'm only grown up now. Step aside, I'll do it myself. I let him take advantage of me a little when it was dark outside, what does he want to do now? Does he want to bed me even when we're not married? Feather 3000. The small frame of hers is able to give off such tremendous energy. It defies science, I should conduct research on it. All for the sake of scientific advancement. Would you like to move into my room? Why would I do that? We're not even married. I won't even do anything. It's just that the storage room isn't really a suitable place to sleep in, and the bed is small and uncomfortable. The one in my room is from Simmons, it's big and soft. Try it out and you'll know the difference. Also, I can't beat you in a fight, so I can't force you to do anything you don't want to. You want to bed me, and you're still saying that you won't do anything? Is this guy always treating me like a fool? Sleeping in the same room will definitely produce babies. We can place a bowl of water in the middle of the bed, just like Liang Shanhua and Zhu Yingtai in Butterfly Lovers. I don't know who those two are, and what's the use of putting a bowl of water there? It was a miscalculation not to trick her into staying in my room before. Even if I was a Deng Tuzi, is it more important than hugging a nice-smelling person to sleep? In any case, sleeping on a big bed is really comfortable. If you want to try it out, we can swap rooms for a while. Yup, we don't have to sleep together, you can bring your stuff over to my room. According to research, the brain will produce dopamine during the night, which will affect the mood and thinking of the person, and make them more irrational and excited. I'll bring my things to your room, and we can swap rooms like that. I really want to hold it in my hands and squeeze it well. I don't want to. I'm comfortable sleeping in my own room, there's no need to change. You're my girlfriend. If others were to hear that I sleep in the master bedroom while you're sleeping in the storage room, my reputation will take a hit, I'll be looked down upon by others. Who would know? You can sleep in your room while I sleep in my room, who would know if you don't tell anyone? I was initially taken in by him, and then we got together. Moving into the master bedroom now would make it seem like I'm the lady of the house or something. Well, even though I'll definitely become the lady of the house in the future, but we definitely can't let it happen now. Second miss will haunt my dreams and scold me to death. We're not married right now, so sleeping together is out of the question. We'll be drowned in pig cages if I were to have a premarital pregnancy. My dad knows about this, he scolded me about it the last time he was here. He said that we should switch rooms. So, we are not sleeping together. Let's just change rooms. Why would your dad say that? Maybe because he already sees you as his daughter-in-law. You can start calling him dad now. Since you're going to beat me to death if we break up anyway, calling him dad now or later makes no difference. I have to scare that old man a little, it should be fun seeing him so shocked. It's okay, it'll seem like you don't know better at first, but over time, they will get used to it. If I were to break up with you, they would beat me to death too. I can't, it's too. Since my dad has already stated that we should switch rooms, you should just move over, otherwise, I will get scolded the next time as well. Such are the privileges of being a girlfriend. I'm just staying here temporarily. In such a situation, who would usurp the master of the house? I'm not changing. Then why don't you call me master? I'm joking, you're a girlfriend usurping her boyfriend's position, you should do that proudly. Pack your things if you're not going to do it yourself. I'll do it myself. Minutes later. When Dad and Mom were living here, this was the room I stayed in, and it's sure full of memories. This was bought by you previously, I don't really like it though. People who practice martial arts are so terrifying. MMPH. You're saying weird things again. I don't care, buy another one for me. This one seems nice, but if I were to cross my legs, or if you were to hug my legs like how he did previously, I would be exposed. How about this one? Is there something longer than this? The kind that covers my entire leg. There is, but it would be quite stuffy for you. This kind is pretty good. You can do whatever you want, be it jumping around or rolling on the sofa, and you won't have to worry about it tearing. Even though it's just the two of us at home, she wouldn't want to easily expose the white panties that she is wearing, before burrowing under the duvet. All girls would face such a worry. I bought those. Showing your calves is nothing to be afraid of. We can buy one size bigger, it will be longer, and more comfortable since you'll be able to move around more easily. I'll wear a matching pair, you can take the light yellow, and I'll buy the blue one. Let's go with this then. Even though it's fine to just use a computer for games, learning how to use it for common tasks would prove useful as well. Are you not going to bed? You should sleep early too. Good night. How about a kiss? Push open the door. Shoot, I am too used to entering my own room. Sorry for the disturbance. Even the nooks and crannies are clean. Be it the Tang dynasty or modern day, as long as she is holed up in this house, nothing outside matters to her. This place is a small piece of heaven just for herself. It's just that there is now one more person on the outside that is able to accompany her in life. It's hair she left on the bed. The weather has been getting warmer. If I were to wait for the weather to be intolerable before inviting Jiang He into my room to enjoy the air conditioning, she would definitely not do so. She would rather bake to death than enter my room due to embarrassment and whatnot. But now, since we have switched rooms, once the hot summer sun rolls around, and I am drenched in sweat, I'll ask to move to her room for the air conditioning instead. She'll definitely agree. Install an additional AC in the storage room. Only fools would do that. Alarm snooze. Open door. Click. Ha. The warrioress needs to put on a better act. She didn't even hide her browser window properly. If we were to put Jiang He's growth in perspective, the current Jiang He would be the same as a girl in her teens going through puberty who has already collected some of her own secrets. The porridge is in the pot, let's eat together. You can eat first next time, or you can also wake me up if you want. These homemade salted vegetables taste better than store-bought ones. During my era, the ones bought from outside were always better. There's such a weird thing like that. Isn't it weirder for something that you have paid money for to taste worse than something you've made by yourself? You make a good point. You know, have you ever thought about this? If the ones you make are better than those bought from outside, you can actually try to sell your own version to replace them? I've thought of it, but I know that it is impossible. You're right. First of all, salted vegetables are not a staple at every meal. If you wish to survive on selling salted vegetables, you'll need large orders, and you'll need to try to expand into the larger market. It's not as simple as turning a profit on your salted vegetables just because they are tastier. If you were to expand, you'll need to manage quality control, production, storage, as well as transport and sales. The capital needed from all of these is very high. If you're selling salted vegetables, it doesn't justify the high cost, so you'll need to cut down on the capital, which means fewer goods produced. There is no choice in this. Besides all that, there's also the customer's needs too. Amongst the people who buy their salted vegetables at the supermarket, some aren't fussy about it, some only want to try it out from time to time, and some have no choice but to eat buns and salted vegetables for every meal. To sum it up, you shouldn't assume that the needs of your customers are the same as yours. Everything seems difficult. This is just my personal opinion. I wouldn't forcefully oppose it if that's the way you want to earn money. I just hope that you'll be able to live a better life. Second Miss also said something similar. She wanted me to live a better life, as best as I could. But how do you know if it's the best? That would depend on you yourself. There's a saying that goes like this: a frog in the well knows nothing of the sea. You'll only know how big the world is once you climb out of the well. Regardless of whether you like the sights from outside after leaving your comfort zone, or you've decided to return back to the well after looking at everything the outside has to offer, it's all up to the person to decide what's better for them. I am afraid, too afraid that after tricking you into being mine, you'll regret your decision after climbing out of the well. That's why I was hoping that you'll choose me only after getting to know the world more. At the very least, I wouldn't be guilty of irresponsibly tricking you into bed. That mind of his really is filled with thoughts of having kids with me. I'll definitely not give him any opportunities to sleep together with me. If he dares to sneak into my room, I'll lift him up like lifting a pig. And throw him out of the door. This way, he won't be able to resist. Why do I feel scared all of a sudden? What is the purpose of martial arts? Of course, it's to strengthen your body. I've thought of a few things that are suitable for me. For example, if we were to open a salted vegetable store online, the deposit for the store is refundable. If it doesn't work out, we wouldn't lose too much either. Next is cooking. I've seen a few people making their own cooking videos. If I were to learn a few more dishes, we can give that a try. I can't do it in my current state though. I still have to watch and follow the videos posted by others, and the dishes that I'm familiar with have already been covered by others. That is known as a food vlog. It's okay to teach a dish that was already covered by someone else, as long as there are people out there who like to watch it. The focus is more on whether your personality and content are able to attract people. You don't have to stick with teaching cooking, you can choose to focus your content on weird or lesser known things as well. I've thought of one more. There are people who stream themselves eating. Is it a viable career to perform yourself eating? There's still live streaming myself playing games. I'm getting faster at grinding the game. Who would watch you grind? Regardless of what you do, you'd need some form of content. Watching others tackle an ever-changing dungeon gives the viewers a sense of anticipation since they don't know what's coming next. As for you, grinding the game across your different accounts, you'd have to tackle the same dungeons repeatedly. There would be no surprises or things to anticipate, and only bored people like me would bother watching. It's true that only bored people like you would watch. There are a ton of photos of me on your phone, as well as some videos of me doing swordplay. I'm chasing you after all. Humph, I definitely did not try to look good when he was filming me. I'm thinking that I would first open an online store selling salted vegetables. I'd then teach others to cook, and they can watch me eat after I'm done cooking. After I'm done eating, I would grind the game, and I would promote my salted vegetables to the viewers watching my stream. Isn't that awesome? That's what you came up with after days of research. Why don't you live stream yourself sleeping as well? There are some out there who like to watch those streams. Live streaming me sleeping is not okay. It's just a passing remark. Who would follow such a plan like yours, cooking for yourself to eat, playing games after eating, and trying to get others to buy your salted vegetables? No, wait, there might really be people who would watch just to simp. You're on the right track, but that is impossible. Opening an online store, teaching others to cook, and live streaming your gameplay, you can only choose one of these three, and there's a high possibility that there will be no one watching even after half a year of work. Ever since I started learning martial arts, my back is no longer sore, my legs don't hurt, and I'm full of energy every day. All of those don't take much time to do, so why can't I do them at the same time? It's already so hard to focus on just one thing, who would even have the energy to do everything? Let's take opening an online store to sell salted vegetables as an example. How would you gain exposure for your store, and how would you attract customers? Do you have enough time to research all of those? I can promote it to those who watch me eat and play games. How would you attract people to watch you eat and play games then? People who buy the salted vegetables can watch me make them to be assured that it's safe to eat, so people will naturally watch me eat. Then I'll choose one to focus on first. If it does well, can I try adding the others on top after that? You can try one of them first. These are things that you'll only know if it can succeed after you try them out. You must first have an interest in the thing that you want to do though. It's better to do something that you like. Just like how you like my shoes. Like how I like your legs. You can first think of what you like to do. If there is anything you don't know, you can ask me then. Humph. I'm off to play games. I can't handle being so close, I might accidentally lose control if I'm not careful. As a virtuous gentleman, I can't be rash. A gentle reminder. There are risks associated with the stock market. Do your own due diligence before investing. Let's first take a look at the stock market today. The stock market is closed at 3. I'm heading out to get a package. Okay. Closes door asterisk. I guess it's almost time to prepare dinner as well. I'm back. What did you buy? This is a compact mirror that you can bring around. It's for you. Clink clank asterisk. What am I trying to do? I have nothing else to do, so I wanted to make a vest. Repeat the steps above to make a metal chain as shown in the figure below. And that's how you do it. You can actually make a vest out of this. Is this guy sick? How could anyone even think of making clothes out of this? If there is a motive behind everything I do, I would be doing research on ballistic missiles at an institute right now. What's the point? Oh, not everything needs to have meaning. How long is it going to take? I'm only doing it when I have free time, and I won't do it if I don't want to, so I don't know how long it will take. Are you going to wear it when it's done? Could it be that this is used to guard against me? Wearing metal clothes can help him resist 2 more punches. If you want to wear it, then you can, but the bottom has to be made into a skirt style. So it's not, so is there a point to this? Let's just say I'm full and have nothing better to do. When people are bored, they will think wildly, such as wanting to touch some legs or play with feet. Eating, drinking, and having fun are people's instinctive needs. After having enough snacks, I just want to play. Since you won't allow me to play around with you, I have to find other things to divert my attention, otherwise I will feel panicked. Su Qing is thinking about those things again. Then I'll give you my shoes for you to play with. I don't want to play with your shoes, I want to play with your legs. You can hold me while we watch a movie like you did last time. Okay. Facing Jiang He every day, seeing her sitting there, I will keep thinking about what is there and what is not. Sometimes you really need to find something to divert your attention. It just so happens that I rarely go out now, and I have developed the habit of going to bed early and getting up early, so I have a lot of free time to do what I want to do. Why are you still here? Not going to play games? The ingredients for dinner are prepared already, right? No, didn't you say we're going to watch a movie? You want to watch it now? Didn't you say you wanted to watch? No, I meant we'll wait until the evening to watch, when we smell good after a shower. So it was a misunderstanding just now. It seems that the warrioress thought that I wanted to watch a movie and touch her legs right now. So the warrioress actually wants to watch a movie with me that much. It's not impossible to do it right now. I don't. I'm going to go play games. Don't talk in a bit. I'm going to record a video. Oh. Now I'm going to make a sleeve out of these metal rings. He is obviously working. Yet he was talking about touching legs and diverting attention. Phew, I finally finished making a piece that is the size of a palm. Done recording? Yeah, do you want to take a look? I'll send you the file. Such a boring thing, only Jiang he would probably find it interesting. Fly Dancer, this name really suits her perfectly. Are you going to live stream too? I was recording a video, not a live broadcast. The live broadcast is turning on the camera so that people can watch me do it. Amazing, I can support myself by doing what I like, I feel happy just thinking about it. So can I do this? It seems easy. Yeah, but I don't recommend it. You will only make it into clothes like me, but even if you make clothes, you won't learn anything. At most, you can only increase your hand strength. Oh. Even if I were to finish making this vest, it can only be displayed at home. At most, I would be able to take some pictures and post them. How does filming the process give meaning to the activity? That all depends on your perception, knowledge, systematic learning, and problem-solving abilities. It is not something that one is born with, and you have to get it through learning. It seems kind of awesome. I am roughly aware of and have accepted the lowest limit I can reach in the future. This is the power of knowledge, being aware of your fate allows you to be carefree. If you're willing to stay at home to do household chores and raise the children, then there is no need for you to put so much effort into learning, I'll earn the dough to support you. Automatically filtered out the part about raising children. Is it like raising winter melon? It's different. Winter melon is a pet, you would still have to do the chores, and after that, you'd have to do it with me. Do what? Do that. She really has no idea. It seems like ancient people really have no idea what goes on between a husband and wife before marriage. Do they take a crash course at the last minute just before they marry? Okay, stop looking at me. You should take the time to read some books. It's important to learn and do the art of self-learning. I got it. I don't want to let him provide for me, I want to feed myself. I can't be as dumb as Winter Melon, all he does is eat and sleep all day. Is it really useful to read all these books? Stephen Hawking with Leonard Mlodino's A Brief History of Time. Even though I don't really understand this book, I understand that rereading it over and over should make it clearer. If you are able to read it, you should. It's important to cultivate a habit of reading. The biggest difference between reading and not reading is that if you don't read, you'll only be angry at yourself, but if you were to read, you'll be able to be angry at the heavens, the world, and society, and not yourself. Phew, I'm finally done with a piece that's as big as my palm. Ring asterisk m. It's from Housie. Tap. Holy shit, are you really making a piece of armor? Will you be able to finish it? Make it a little bigger so I can wear it in the future. Amazing. This guy is way too excited. I originally thought of hammering out an Iron Man suit, however, that's way too difficult, I can't do it. You're still checking out my sad little channel every day. Sigh, I saw my dad scrolling through your videos when I came home, and he asked me what you were doing. That's how I saw it. Why is your dad watching my videos? Could it be that Uncle Chin is the one looking at my sad little channel every day? God damn, the old man really found something new and interesting. Your dad was the one who taught my dad. You need to pay attention to the content that you upload. The both of them regularly watch you now. I didn't expect your dad to be an internet troll though, he has a way with words. Got it. Sending to old man, video, making chainmail armor. I'll let the old man know what it really means to be a deadbeat, or he will come over and ask me what the hell I'm doing. I'll wear it and parade around the house after I'm done making it, and let the old man see what handicrafts idle hands can make. Actually, even if she reads, she would only understand certain parts of it. It's good enough though, being able to understand the world she's living in, and to know about the concept of the earth and the universe, is the first step to becoming smarter. If she were to be whisked back to her time period someday, she will be able to brag to her second miss as well, and tell her about Copernicus's idea of heliocentrism, Newton's laws, and what steam engine. There are both fennel egg and cabbage and pork fillings. The vegetarian ones are sealed with a spiral pattern, while the meat ones are pressed shut at the top. Smells good. I've thought about it. Since the people here have their basic needs met, and they are able to get whatever they want, the people here are free to do meaningless things, and invented all of these things in the process. I don't understand the significance behind that though. Have you been thinking about this all this time? Congrats on evolving from a dumb little Jiang-he to a smart little Jiang-he. Being able to think like that makes it significant. What are you doing? I am looking at its flowering period. Under normal conditions, it is hard for ginger plants to flower, and there are requirements when it comes to the soil and humidity conditions. It's a pity that it may not flower. It looks pretty good like this. It's like you, just give it some water and it will survive. It's nothing like me. What does he mean by giving me some water? I still have to eat plenty of rice. Chinese medicine believes that ginger is a product that can replenish yang, so since ancient times, Chinese medicine has a saying that a man can't live without ginger for 100 days. Ginger has the effects of accelerating the body's metabolism and dredging the meridians. Therefore, ginger is often used for male health care, which can play a role in treating kidney deficiency and impotence. If men often feel stomach cold and loss of appetite, they can often take fresh ginger slices to stimulate the secretion of gastric juice and promote digestion. Dried ginger warms the body and dispels cold, invigorates the stomach, and facilitates blood circulation. Lycium barbarum nourishes the liver and kidney, improves eyesight, and can be used together to treat impotence, chills, lower back pain, soreness of the waist and knees, and fatigue caused by kidney yang deficiency. I should send this since I'm a good bro. Let me show you some health advice. Ginger is often used for male health care, which can help treat kidney deficiency and impotence. It can also help with stomach cold and loss of appetite, stimulate gastric juice, promote digestion, warm the body, and dispel cold. It invigorates the stomach and facilitates blood circulation. Lycium barbarum nourishes the liver and kidney. Improves eyesight and can be used together to treat impotence, chills, lower back pain, soreness of the waist and knees, and fatigue caused by kidney yang deficiency. What for? I don't need this. I can only help you this much, my brother. It's impossible to eat ginger on its own, not like this in life. It is at best used as a condiment. If one were to reach the stage that Wang Zi is at, even if one were to eat clean and practice martial arts every day, it would be useless. I'm really less than a cat. What do you mean? I want to crawl on your legs like what Winter Melon is doing. Impossible. Why not? You're too big, I can't support you. My head is still good for a lap pillow. Once the warrioress has bathed, donned her pajamas, and is sitting on the couch, I will lay my head on her thighs. Scroll speed plus 100%, happiness plus 100%. You can't even if you can fit. You must be thinking about weird things again. You'll be okay with it sooner or later. Do you want to shower first? We can watch the movie after you have showered and smell nice. Why do I have to shower? I don't want to shower. Okay, you don't have to shower. This girl is afraid of wearing her pajamas and squeezing close to me while watching the movie like last time. I'd know, since I was the one who bought it. Even if she knows that I won't touch her, she is still afraid of any accidents happening. Forget it, let's just watch the movie. Let's watch Huang Fei Hong today. Ha, hua. Ahem. Do you want to watch with the lights off? Why is there a need to turn the lights off? It is, of course, to set the atmosphere to a more appropriate one. This would allow the viewers to focus their attention on the movie, and immerse themselves in it. Why are movie theaters so dark if that wasn't the case? You turn on the lights for work and turn off the lights to relax. Humph. Click, asterisk. What's wrong, just keep watching the movie. Humph. What at Sundra? Is this a martial arts film? Yup, this is Huang Fei Hong. He knows the art of shadowless kicks, where his kicks don't leave a shadow behind. Even though this girl treats kissing as a normal occurrence, she is still somehow sensitive to body contact. Is she that worried about me crossing the line? I'll have to admit though, this feels pretty comfortable. It's night with the lights off, two people cuddled on the couch while watching a movie. This would make anyone feel really relaxed. The dark environment also sets the mood for some romantic gestures. Can you not be so weird? This is not weird, just focus on the movie. I didn't wash my feet. You didn't go out today and sat there the entire day like a saint. This feels weird. I still want to live stream and let others watch me play games. His hand, it's so warm. Why are you so insistent on live streaming games though? I initially wanted to live stream myself cooking, and then I thought that what you said was right. I would need to have more experience with something to better understand the intricacies of it, and I can't just learn the surface level stuff. If I were to cook and learn how to live stream at the same time, I may end up doing neither well. In that case, I should first stream myself playing games. I can grind and learn how to stream at the same time. Even if it doesn't go well, I would still earn money from grinding. Don't randomly squeeze me. Since you've played games for so long, it's not a bad choice to start live streaming with games. This is her second time mentioning her desire to live stream. If I were to turn her down again, her enthusiasm for it would take a hit. I've denied her idea once before, and she seemed a little more cautious when she worked up her courage to ask me again. Looking at her like that breaks my heart. Have you thoroughly thought it through? Yup, I have. I'll just give it a shot first. I won't expect it to succeed from the get-go. Once I am more familiar and confident with it, I will then move towards cooking. If you have any other thoughts, you can tell me and I will help you. I've seen others focus on nutrition, some on competitive eating, and some on meal prep. I have not learned any of these, so I'll just stick to grinding for now. Do you want to try the PvP arena? PvP arena. It means that you will control your in-game character in a fight with others, where the other characters will also be controlled by real people. Let's discuss this later and watch the movie first. You've just switched to a new game recently. You can try out PvP tomorrow and see if you're able to defeat others, and then you can decide what you want to livestream. The game requires a seasonal pass anyway, it's not as convenient to grind. I'll try it right now. Don't go, watch the movie first. I haven't cuddled her to my heart's content yet, and I haven't had my fill of those slender legs of hers. How can I let her leave? This ghost knight looks just like Su Qing, and he doesn't seem like a good person. Victory. Bank up. Yay. I won again. That's normal, your MMR is very low, and everyone you're matched with are noobs. What's a noob? They are people who are less skilled than you, they might have some bells and whistles, but they are ultimately useless. Did this girl learn how to be sarcastic? The noob himself. 8-win streak. I don't understand, is the opponent too trash or does she have real talent when it comes to this? After changing rooms, I'm really still a little not used to it, though Su Qing's bed is indeed bigger and more comfortable. I'm done showering. I'm very clean now. I'll shower in a bit. Click. It is kind of embarrassing to be sniffed when you haven't showered, although it did smell nice even though she didn't shower yet. Looking at her being conflicted, it seems like she's becoming conscious of me. If she didn't like it, she would only be mad. And she wouldn't have come and told me something like that after showering. Now her current behavior is probably from getting comfortable in an unfamiliar environment, and she might not even realize that she is starting to depend on me. But she probably wouldn't do something like that though. I need to make a sleeve within 10 days, and then I'll record a second video. I need to regularly update the fans on the progress or they will forget about it after a while. You're still not going to sleep. I'm going to sleep in a bit. Why are you not asleep yet? I came out to get some water. Don't stay up so late, I can help you too. You can help me by not looking so good, I'm just trying to divert my attention, otherwise it's difficult for me to look at you running around in your pajamas, understand? Don't look so good. Clack asterisk. So tired. No snoring. It didn't rain this time last year. It rains a lot during the Qingming festival. I'm going to head out, you can keep playing your game. It really feels much more comfortable after it rains. I'll take Jiang He out to fish sometime. After the rain, listening to the sound of the waves and gazing into the distance, it really is more enjoyable than usual. Sir, can you make a U-turn? I saw 2 acquaintances, okay, let me turn around up ahead. Who knew that? I would also become a paparazzi one day. Not going to go say hi. It's raining, so I contacted them with my phone. They have something to do. What the hell is going on? Girls often like to hold hands, hug each other, and even go to the restroom together, and it's not a big deal. But that kiss, Hey, did you see my message? He didn't reply, probably busy. Get me a webcam for my computer. Whoa. You scared me. Look at how you're doing business, you don't even realize that I took 2 memory sticks. Huh, sit, brother Ching. What are you planning to buy today? I'll get a decent camera like the one I bought last time, a sound card, and also a pair of headphones. Also, get me a phone tripod for streaming. We're a video uploader and a food blogger showing love every day, how wonderful. You're going to stream, brother Ching. Streaming making chainmail. WTF, even you know about it. Your video went viral, is it weird that I know? It's not weird, but it is weird to know so soon. I did upload the video, but why do they all seem so interested in my creation? Tell me when you're about to stream, I'll definitely tune in. Uncle Zhao, what are they doing? They're preparing to install the electronic access control system, so they're measuring it out now and it's estimated that it will be ready in a few days, and will be officially used in May. Food deliveries can also enter, but I have to give them access. Alright. Yuchi Gong, with you guarding here, even ghosts and monsters can't get in. Shu, I'm Qin Shu Bao, a handsome man. What did you buy this time? It's for streaming. Oh yeah, who were the door gods that were used during your time? Door gods. Some houses would put door gods on their doors, and they would use the one with the fiercer appearance. Zhongkui. Yeah. I've noticed that other live streamers have cute backgrounds, and they have little rabbits and dolls, and a plushy shelf. I have bears. Too. Bears are not as useful, only Zhongkui can suppress evil. I'll get someone to buy a scroll of Zhongkui for us. Thank you for the hard work. I'll stick this on the door later to ward off the evil stuff. K. Howsy is calling. Hello. I was on patrol and just got some time to rest, what's up? Have you and Lu Jingfang kissed yet? Who would ask such a question? We held hands before. No. Have you two never hugged? Maybe you should consider breaking up. Regardless of whether she is a marriage swindler, or just fooling around, she is free to find whoever she likes. But Howsy is such an honest good guy who has his heart set on serving the people, he doesn't deserve this. In any case, if you two haven't even hugged, does it really count as being together? I guess it should count. What do you mean by guess? Should. I'll be honest with you, when I was out in the morning, I saw something, stay calm and listen to me. That happened. They kissed. It's hard to accept it even though she's a girl too. How about you try your best to snag them both? Try my ass. This can't do, I need to ask her what's going on. Maybe it's her little sister or something. You can ask her the next time you meet her, after all, you're the professional when it comes to beating around the bush. I knew it, why would a pretty lady like her be interested in me? I think there's no way I can run from this any longer. Got it, I was just planning to tell you about it, and to let you prepare for it yourself. I'm hanging up, thanks. Who are you breaking up with? I'm not breaking up with anyone, I was just advising someone else to do so. It's the one you met previously over a meal, Qin Hao and the lady in stockings and a short skirt. I wasn't looking at her stockings. Anyway, she's the one. If you remember, I was out this morning when I saw her kissing another girl. Kissing another girl? Yup, weird, isn't it? Certainly weirder than me. Why would two girls kiss? If boyfriend-girlfriend exists, would they be called girlfriend-girlfriend instead? Su Qin once said, when your needs are fulfilled, the thoughts of people will be more diversified, which leads to liking some weird stuff. Is it common for girls to be together? It's uncommon, but I respect them. I understand. As for how two girls can reproduce, I won't ask. What's the warrioress thinking about this time? That reminds me, I used my ID to verify the account used for streaming, and she is able to stream her gameplay now. Even though it shouldn't pose a problem, to be safe, I should appear on the live stream as well. It's rare for her to have something that she wants to do, even if it fails, it's a good experience for her. I shouldn't do anything to dampen her enthusiasm. I've thought about it for you, you can stream your games from 7 to 8 every night. It fits nicely into the time after our dinner, we don't usually have things on. After 8, we can do whatever we want, be it movies or something else. I'll help you start the stream so you can try it out. The webcam has been prepared as well. Didn't you say that they are all noobs? You broke my win streak, the noob himself. It was a slip-up on my part. I haven't played it in a while. Your turn. Right, we're live right now, even though there is nobody watching the stream yet, you won't know when someone will come in, don't dig your nose or whatever, you'll leave a bad impression. I wouldn't do that. My wife is from 1,000 years ago. Since it's a live stream registered in my name, I better make an appearance. It just happens that I need to edit the chainmail video that I recorded yesterday. The account she is using doesn't even have any decent equipment, being able to fight back and forth with the opponent like that, it seems that the warrioress is really talented. Why aren't you sitting on the couch? This is my live stream. I have to be on camera. I got it. From now on, I will move my training session to the evening, so I can just stand here for an hour. That way, I'll also be able to watch the news for an extra half an hour. Sue, Time Management Master, Ching. Please have careful judgment to avoid being deceived. Someone joined the live stream. Why did they leave? They're here again. Someone joined the live stream, left the live stream. Why did they leave as soon as I spoke? Here again. This person leaves as soon as I speak, I won't speak anymore. This is the first time I have stood for such a long time. It used to be half an hour, but now I am a little tired after standing for more than 40 minutes. I will try my best to hold on for a bit more. Men are made to last. Someone joined the live stream, what's that behind you? That's Joan Kue. Who doesn't know that's Joan Kue? I'm obviously asking about the motionless thing behind you. Oh shit, it moved. Alright, today's live stream is over. Oh, okay. Red team wins. End stream, someone was watching. I saw, you also introduced Joan Kue. If I get one viewer a day, I will have 365 viewers in a year. People, I will definitely be able to sell a lot of salted vegetables. No wait, I haven't opened up a store yet. Don't start calculating so early, 1 or 2 viewers are useless. You might not even get any for tomorrow's stream. The higher you climb in level, the probability of you winning all the time will drastically decrease. If you lose a lot, no one will watch. Maybe they will come again tomorrow. That's possible. We're making dumplings for dinner. That's right, eating dumplings during Qingming is a must. I want pork with green onions. I never thought it would be like this. The kitchen. The house, and life. It feels like I have left all of that behind, in the blink of an eye. What's on your mind? I was thinking, the kitchen we had in my time was made of mud bricks. We would first put the river mud inside the mold, let it dry into bricks, and then cut it to shape. We then topped it off with a thick layer of tree bark and wild grass. When there are cracks in the wall, we would mix the mud with grass clippings to patch it. Regular maintenance was needed, or it would collapse. When the strong autumn winds blow, so does the grass, which is such a woe. You're capable of composing poems as well. No, that was by Du Fu. He was also from the Tang dynasty and was a genius composer. Look, he was almost the same age as you, he was 16 when you came over. He was a teenager. A genius composer. Was he that good? He was and was already considered so during your time. After that, in the year 755, Du Fu became a counselor of the military, where he oversaw the keeping of armor and logistics. When he returned home in November, he heard wails from within his house. It turned out that his youngest son died of starvation. He then came up with the famous phrase, "As the mansions stink of meat and booze, the streets are lined with corpses with shoes." In the same year in November, the Insha rebellion began, which was perpetrated by An Lushan and Shirsiming due to many internal and external factors. While there were signs of a golden age in the Kai Yuan era, it also hastened land annexation. This caused an unequal distribution of land, and farmers who lost their share became vagrants. As people migrated or were exiled, in addition to the rebellion caused by those two, the Dark Ages came along. That's enough. If I didn't come over here, would it have been a chaotic world when I reached my 40s? How would everyone in the village survive those hard times? Kiss me. It's all in the past. Be it the good or the bad, it all happened 1,000 years ago. The ingredients are all mixed up, I'll help you with wrapping the dumplings. Okay. 1,000 years is neither long nor short, perhaps the next 1,000 years will be totally different for all I know. On the scale of human history, it is but a hot minute, and yet it is an eternity to humans. I give up, I can't do this after all. No matter how you look at it, she seems like a proper housewife, who would have thought that she was a warrioress. The way you look now is great. Already used to it. You're saying those things again. In that case, do I look better now or when I am practicing swordplay? I like them all, of course. I like you in any shape or form. Dear warrioress. I will now put the water to a boil. What about when I'm hitting you? Do you like it too? Could it be that you want to live stream yourself play acting while hitting me? And the title would be called 108 Ways to Beat Up Su Qing. I can do that. You can't. Second Miss would only eat until she was half full, and she wanted the peaceful times to last as long as possible. I can't believe that it only lasted 20 more years. She extended your personal golden age though. She treated you so well, if you were to live a fulfilling life over here, she would definitely be very happy. A few decades ago, when there were still landowners, one such landowner hired a feng shui master to take a look at his house. I do. Do you know what a feng shui master is? The feng shui master looked at his house, with his feng shui compass in hand, and said that the location was great, the place had good feng shui, and many scholars would be born on this land. This was music to his ears. Having one scholar would bring glory for generations, having more than one would be even greater. What a fortunate thing to happen. Later on, the house was demolished, and in its place, Zhongdian High School was constructed. The school indeed produced countless scholars. Is feng shui really that magical? Then, when you mentioned comparing our Batsi at your house. Is that one accurate? Batsi, literally 8 characters, is an astrological concept where each person is assigned 8 characters based on their birth date, which are then used to predict one's fate. You don't even know your own birth date, how can we get your Batsi to compare? Look at you, believing everything I say it's clean water. That's not true, I only believe in things that I want to. Do you have enough metal rings to finish? I don't think it's enough. Why? I want to make a basket out of these. Metal baskets are sturdier than bamboo ones. As long as I line the interior with a piece of cloth, I will be able to use it for groceries without worrying that it will get too dirty. Honestly, that's a good idea. If there are not enough of these, then forget about it. While we may not have enough metal on hand, we can get one made totally out of bamboo. 2 days later your delivery is here. Many thanks. The pajamas I bought before arrived with the basket. Let's wash the pajamas first before wearing them. Just getting one set of pajamas is enough. After all, I'll be moving into the master bedroom when it's summertime. I'll buy a new set then. Does it look good on me? It does, it totally does. As a competent, future, wife, it is necessary for her to have her own grocery basket. Swords. What are those? Let's go. Let's take this to go grocery shopping. Okay. Isn't that Uncle Zhao's grandson? I think his name was Zhao Yu. Can I borrow your basketball for a second? Ah, it's Big Brother Sue. What the heck, you can fly. I can't fly, that big sister over there can though. Do you want big sister to put on a show? Yes. Did you see the move I just pulled? Why don't you try shooting some balls too? It's a pity that the warrioress is unable to understand how cool it was to pull off that dunk. Landing. Here, take the ball. Bye-bye. I bought a new piece of string when we were out, you can hang this around your neck now. It's for me. Is this considered a token of love? It's not considered a token of love. Modern people don't seem to hang jade pieces around their waists anymore. Don't lose it. Of course I won't, but isn't this the piece that you have been wearing for a long time? Can you bear to give it to me? It's yours now. Does it have any special significance behind it? No. I've been wearing this piece of jade since I was young. Second Miss told me to give this as a token if I met a good man. If it was someone from the same village, then I should keep it for emergencies, and exchange it for money if there's a need. When I first came over, I wanted to give this to him as a means to repay him, but he refused. Now that we are in a relationship, I'll still give it to him after all. Anyway, it's his now. Why are you still staring at it? I'm checking to see if there are any words inscribed on it, for example, Miss Jiang He, or something like that. There's nothing written on it. There is indeed nothing. Sit down. I'll let him have his way since I'm in long pants today. Their outfit. Equipment, is there any way to obtain it besides buying it with money? The majority of it requires money. They do give a piece or two during events though, and you'll look good once you've gathered the entire set. You don't need any outfits while grinding through the dungeons, you just need your skills to clear the enemies in the map. In the PvP arena, you'll either wear lousy equipment, like a Christmas hat, and still rise through the ranks as proof of your skill. Or you'd suit up in the best equipment you have, and rise even higher through your equipment and skill. Spending money isn't worth it since I have not lost yet. You haven't been in the PvP arena for long enough. You'll know the importance of having good equipment in the future. What is this Christmas hat that you're referring to? Is it to celebrate the birth of a saint? It's a festival celebrated by Westerners. Every year on that day, an old man would wear that hat and a red outfit and stuff presents in everyone's stockings. I've met him once when I was young. Later on, when he was getting too old, he handed his business to me and appointed me as his successor, and I would continue distributing presents on his behalf. If there's anything you want, you can wear that pair of long and silky stockings, and I will stuff your presents into it. Feels that he's up to no good. To be touched by this rascal while wearing that kind of stockings.